explain that Ylvanna went missing and we did nothing.
Ylvanna became the Lorax. Guardian of the trees.
As players, it made sense. But as characters, it's so wild.
I just rolled a really high persuasion check to make sure no one else panicked when I gave answers, okay? It's fine.
But, like, okay, so I was talking about it, like, technically, like, Vaiks doesn't know other gods exist. She knows there's a black dragon out and about, and she knows that she knows Ylvanna's father, and we did not tell him that she went missing in the evil, mystical woods.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think
Like
you're.
I said, I became the Lorax. It's fine.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm trying to figure out how the fuck do I write that in a report to AC?
Yeah, so far I'm known as redacted.
Yeah, it's gonna be great. Anyway, I'm ready for recap.
I think you just.
Would you like to start while you're panicking?
I'm always panicking. I don't think you understand.
That's the secret. I'm always panicking.
Welcome back,
Anyway,
chat.
I'm going live though, so that way we can get the things going.
Borderline panic attack.
Welcome back, chat. Congrats, Dragon on first, All Out on second, and Mayan on third. No, you? Oh, thanks. I appreciate that, Kritza. Yeah, chat missed me making Honor panic because we were doing sound checks for things, and I made everybody deafen except for Honor, so Honor could get the sound check on a voice. So, this will be an interesting session. That is undoubtable. So, how was everybody's couple of weeks? How's everybody feeling before you even dive into characters and moods? Also, Nat, we love you. Welcome back. We missed you. We're sorry for your loss, but we love you. We missed you. You went on a journey in grief. Through the woods. Through the woods. So that'll be also an interesting sidebar when we get to it.
So
yeah, I'm hoping that that's something that's been figured out. Cause
don't you worry about it.
I mean, in your report, you could easily just say that she was scouting a different path.
That is exactly what I told Vaiks, and that is what Luthien is going to propose. That is put in the report.
No, we've determined that in Vaiks' report, it's like the SpongeBob meme of the.
That's it.
Break time.
So, Tavrick, you had an interesting time trying to remember things. Give us your recap first this time.
Tavrick is not here at the moment. Please leave a message after the tone.
Do you need a minute to get into Tavrick?
Yeah.
TikTok, are you ready for your recap? Or do you need a minute because of work?
I have to compile everything because I
He would have had to watch the VOD.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, you needed that.
Yeah.
Which is fine. And understandable and very reasonable.
He was an observer. So welcome back, Lefty, as well.
Yay, I'm back.
TikTok was observing. So with that, it's really just the three of you giving a recap and then Tavrick following along.
I can go first since mine's probably going to be the most concise.
Okay.
Alrighty. Mine's like really short. I love doing reports. It's still the 3rd of Bloated. First off. Second off. 3rd of Bloated continued. Ylvanna has gone missing after assuming the form of a wolf. Redacted till further notice. We have encountered an area of trees that appear to be fully inlaid with magic glyphs, many of which react to touch. I've utilized my given gear in order to create a barrier to prevent any further magic effects from reaching the party. They did not stay within this field for very long. I worry for their chances of survival. A magical border surrounds a large patch of the forest nearing the coast. Please refer to the marked portion of the attached map for details. See Figure 8. After Luthien's communication with the trees and Sylvan, they appear willing to grant us entry, implying the barrier has been formed by the flora-based life forms in this region. It does not appear to be immune to anti-magic, but there is an illusion from the barrier as well, beyond just restricting entrance. I will investigate the source and methods of creation and report back further. Current end of report.
Ooh. I wonder if you're going to destroy this report later. Anyways, Luthien.
Okay, Luthien recap it is. It is still the same day, but we have made a lot of progress. We continued along and we're close enough to the coast that we can hear the water now. Vaiks still isn't speaking with me, and I hope she comes around at some point. Mindu says she probably will, but Vaiks can be stubborn. Or who Vaiks was can be very stubborn at times. Nevertheless, I will not worry myself with this. Otherwise, I will go insane. There are some glyphs in the trees. It seems like this area is protected against tampering. Like someone has been here before and not treated these woods respectfully. There is a barrier, and so I talk with the trees and Sylvan. They grant us access and remind us to stay respectful, otherwise we'll be eaten. I told the party to stay respectful. I don't think that the devouring part would go over too well. I'll mention it later. It's not that different from our current society. We'll be fine. I passed the talking spoon.
Percival.
I dislike talking spoon. We travel for a little bit. Ylvanna fucks off in an unknown corner. I reassure the party that they're just going to be back tomorrow, as they are a free spirit and who really cares. Very sad boy as I make... This is actual notes written down. Very sad boy as I make a fire and food as Tavrick comes to talk to me. A couple more conversations happen until the nighttime comes, where I read my book, learning that I can do something really cool. Next morning, they continue their travels and learn that there is a black dragon that they avoided somewhere around here. I find out that Vaiks almost passes out again. They get drugged up by Mindu to stay them awake. I find out that the glyphs on the trees are some sleeping, but most are protective as they form a magic barrier. I get the heebie-jeebies when I stand around Vaiks as they activate an anti-magic barrier. And we all pass through this invisible wall. I took only footnotes, because I didn't have enough time.
Hey, by the way, TikTok, since you were observing, Vaiks touched a glyph of sleep, and then everybody panicked, but Mindu gave them a spoonful of spice, like pepper heat. Basically, like capsaicin-based fucking salt. So everybody thinks that he drugged her awake, when realistically it's just spice.
Vaiks got a mouthful of ghost pepper.
Is
And
that
I
a
made
weed? I'm calling the
I-
police.
I also
Aw.
made it canonic that Luthien, as a character, knows Vaiks hates spicy food and just let it happen.
So yeah, that happened.
Luthien was also distracted, one, by the oh shit of Vaiks went down again, and two, there are magical glyphs everywhere. What trees can we approach?
I double nat one on an investigation check. That's why I almost went immediately down.
Yeah, that was the moment I was looking away, and I'm like, huh?
Anyway, this is fine.
Nat, since you did watch the VOD, do you want to give a cliff notes of what you observed? Not as Ylvanna.
Just questions.
Just
questions.
This is your
questioning
also,
reality.
Lefty, I don't know if you know that you're muted potentially, or you just.
I think that's all I could say. Just questions.
I-
Just a lot of questioning.
There he is.
I was muted.
Yeah, I figured. Yeah, so what are your questions, Ylvanna? And TikTok, how do you feel about Vaiks just being handed a spoonful of essentially ghost pepper? Yeah.
Just
Of
what
red
the fuck?
powder.
Ylvanna, you want to answer yours first? Because
I
TikTok's
literally just what the fuck?
TikTok
What the
is
fuck was Lotsa
so
saying?
TikTok doesn't know what heat is from food, so he will be quite astonished that Vaiks constitution levels for food appears to be quite significantly lower than the rest of the party. Mental note: only serve the softest of tacos.
Never going away. It's forever.
Also, it tickles me that Bam spoke in honor server in honor your fucking bot in the server.
Yeah, that's why.
Responded with a taco.
Yeah, responded with a yeah. Honestly, I would think it's hilarious, but it mainly concerned me. Because I'm sitting there like,
Discord's listening.
I started a
Oh, well.
bet that'll never go away.
I was sitting there, I was like, I hope this isn't typed somewhere, because if it's not, then
Okay,
it
okay.
listens.
Okay, honey.
You go.
Yeah, do what you need to.
Bam's household had a medical emergency this week, so they're having to be basically on demand because of how that went. Perfect. Whale shoot. Tavrick, what do you remember?
Yeah, nothing.
Don't you fucking lie to me, boy.
Point. No, that was last. That was 2 sessions ago. This one.
You can't keep getting away with this, old man.
You already lost your memories 2 sessions ago.
I have dementia.
That's not how this works.
Just screams, I have
You-
dementia.
You must be the worst god I've ever seen.
So
but you have seen me.
correct me if I'm wrong, but the session before last, we ended with everyone getting on the horses and beginning to travel, correct?
Correct.
Okay. So, and there was a break time in between that, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, there was an overnight camp essentially
Okay.
at the same spot that they had picked you up after you went unconscious. But you don't remember that. But yeah,
Mhm.
there was a camp between, and that's where you were quote unquote helping Percy.
Okay.
And then
I
you
just want to make
guys,
sure I had timeline right.
yeah.
There
And
was
then
a
you guys-
really sweet moment. They were brothers, Your Honor.
Also, I can't remember if this happened in person, but did we see Vaiks lose form?
Uh,
I don't remember if that
Yeah,
happened last
that
set. I'm pretty
was-
sure it
that was
did.
before. That was before. You were just
that was
listening in.
session
That,
before last.
that was before you woke
Oh,
up.
that's right. Okay,
Yeah,
so I
that
wouldn't
was-
have seen it then.
No, you did
Okay.
not see that.
Okay. I'm trying to make sure I have my notes right before I present them.
Yeah, because that was the morning. That was the morning that they were getting up to get ready to go find the herbs to wake you up.
Yes.
So
Okay.
pre-antidote. A good
Okay.
question, but pre-antidote.
Okay. So on their way traveling, Vaiks had traded horses with Mindu, Vaiks had traded horses, and Vaiks and Tavrick were traveling together. Vaiks did not seem very talkative, but Tavrick reassured them that they were there in case they needed to get something off their chest. Tavrick also discovered that him and Mindu may not have the greatest rapport, but it was rapport nonetheless.
Because Mindu specifically decided to be honest.
Yes, and Tavrick was a little surprised that he was lied to the second he woke up. But there was also the moment with Percy to where Tavrick was helping Percy cook, and Tavrick reassured Percy that he was fine and thanking him and everything. But Tavrick did notice that every time he said words such as help or thank you or you helped me, that Percy's eyes kind of went inky and blotched over for a moment, which he did take note of that. Then we started to travel towards forest. We came across, basically like everyone else said, we came across a forest with a bunch of glyphs. I don't know if Vaiks would have seen Tavrick pop his divine sense. Would that be something that's visible, or is that more...
That's more metaphysical, I think.
Okay. Yeah, so Tavrick continues to get to be sneaky paladin for now.
Let me ask Vaiks a question. She better answer that question. Vaiks doesn't see magic. She sees pretty much just whispers of the dead, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So then no, Vaiks would not have seen that or understood it. In
Okay.
fact, I don't think most of the party knows that you can do that because they're not so in tuned. They'd have to be making pretty high perception checks and looking at you, but they were also investigating the area at the time.
Mm-hmm.
So no, to actually answer.
Okay. Tavrick discovered that...
This was an accident, wasn't it?
It was. When he first stepped out of the bubble, it all kind of came flooding back. It's how I flavored it, but I was curious if anyone would have picked up on it. So I picked up that Vaiks, Luthien, and Percy were all pinged up on my divine sense radar. So me not remembering anything, that's gonna be fun. And yeah, everything went pretty easy. Luthien told us to respect our guests, which should be okay for the Paladini Tavrick boy. Yeah.
Okay.
And then they all went through the portal.
Yeah, we all went through the portal, holding hands and skipping.
We all want an adventure.
More like, I
going
think
on a trip.
Percy and Luthien went in first,
Yeah, you guys-
immediately followed by Tavrick. And then it was TikTok, Mindu, and Vaiks all watching in abject horror.
Uh-huh.
We're going on a trip through some interplanar shit, walking through the forest.
We're gonna fucking die.
We're gonna fucking die.
I am debating taking a little... You know what? No. This is the perfect opportunity for me to address Ylvanna while we wait on Percival to come back.
Hello. I am here.
I need you to roll me perception. And nature.
Perception. Oh, and nature. Okay. Alright. Perception.
Because what we're going to do right now, chat, is rewind a little bit. We're going to rewind a little bit. While the party is stepping through a magical shield.
All right. Perception is 21. Nature is 17.
Sweet. And now also our survival.
Oh God.
With
Survival.
advantage.
Ugh.
With advantage.
With advantage?
Mhm.
Okay. So
Roll for
that's-
getting fucking lost.
That's 15. That is 21.
Beautiful. So the party had made camp. And you had gone to sleep. So before they even woke up, you were gone, essentially.
Yep.
From your perspective, you had woken up in just another tree. Not a treant, even though it did just seem like another tree. But these woods were familiar. In an odd sense. You had never been in them physically, but they were familiar. Perception-wise, they looked similar to ones at home. With the vibrant colors, the greens, the pinks, the blues, the purples, all of the colors that you were familiar with. Because of how things grow in Orblin.
Hmm.
Give me a history check, too.
Oh Christ. Okay.
I need to see where your
History.
personal memories fall for this.
Personal memory? Oh.
Mm-hmm.
18.
Beautiful. Well, you've never been in this forest yourself. You remember dreaming of it.
Oh, great.
In fact, you remember dreaming of it very recently.
Oh. Great. Wonderful.
You know which dream I'm talking about, right?
Mm-hmm. There's
Well-
only a handful of ones that I can go through.
It's daytime. It's fine. It's safe. It looks clear. Wildlife is running a little rampant, actually, which is odd compared to where you came from
Mm-hmm.
right now. You get down from the tree?
Yeah.
Welcome back, BM. Acrobatics, please, or athletics.
Acrobatics. 17.
Sweet. So you land on your feet. Excellent. And with your survival check, you are easily able to navigate your way through a path that you didn't even fully realize existed until you started to notice the markings with that survival check and that perception check and the nature check. You have recognized all of the pieces to sort of follow a familiar path. And from there is where you proceeded to exactly where I talked to you a bit ago about.
Yep.
Which is where I'm now going to jump back to the party now that the one Percival T. Sellerman is back.
Mm-hmm.
So, Percy and Luthien, you step through this magical barrier and it feels weird. Like if mist, no, this is different. If mist or a fog could have a weight to it, walking through this would feel like that. It's like walking through water, but you're dry.
Humidity.
It's just a brief moment of like feeling like you're walking through water. And then you are standing in a vibrant forest filled with the very colors. If you take all of the trees that were in the Garden's Grace garden with the vibrant colors that I just described for Ylvanna, the purples, the pinks, the blues, the greens, and also the natural darker greens, this is like Garden's Grace times 100. It's very bright. It's very vibrant. And you can hear birds singing. And you can hear and sort of see other animals shuffling around, running the second that you cross through this barrier into a safe space.
Mm-hmm.
And then TikTok and Tavrick, you step through and see the same things. And then Vaiks and Mindu step through behind all of you, surrounded by these colorful trees. Who would like to make perception checks?
Oh, all of us?
Boy.
All of us? Oh.
Have fun.
I'll get to make perception?
You get to make perception.
It has been almost a month since I rolled dice.
Oh, buddy.
Our dogs
So
roll
what-
dice before Lefty.
Yep.
19, baby.
24. 18 plus 6.
I rolled
Let
an
me put
18
it this
too, but I only
way.
have plus 1.
Luthien sees all of the colors, and her brain is fixated on taking everything in.
Beautiful.
I walk in and see my shoes.
Are you looking at the ground?
Yeah, I rolled a 1.
Look at the fish.
You're looking at the
No,
floor.
you're distracted by the color. That's all it is. You're just distracted by the color.
I feel like I'm tripping balls.
Shapes and
like,
color.
Shapes and colors.
Shapes and colors you don't remember ever seeing before.
Who got above an 18?
I did.
Me.
TikTok,
I
Percival.
I did.
So everybody but Tavrick got it.
Damn, that's crazy.
It's like stove egg all over again.
Yup.
Oh god.
Poor guy. Oh god.
Welcome back to D&D.
Oh,
I had
boy.
to channel my inner stove egg for a little bit.
Who's the most actually on edge?
Who's
Probably
who's
I'm
edging right now?
always edging.
Not you.
Ah, but I'm always edging.
I don't think
Nervous
TikTok's
on that
ever on
one.
edge.
I would say Vaiks and Mindu.
I
Yeah.
got a nat 1 because I'm so focused on my edging right now.
Luthien
He's
is
so edged out, my lord.
So edged out my stop, no.
Like,
Alright,
Vikes, what was your role?
23.
I hide you. Vikes. While everybody is taking in all of these colors, you being the critical guard that you are the first to notice that among the trees, among the greenery specifically, let me see if I can get this to pull up. Watching from among the trees. Let me go back over here. I can actually put them in front of you so you can actually see a token. You would recognize not the face per se, but a spring Eladrin elf. The same green as the leaves of the tree that she is standing by, flowing hair that seems to just mock the branches in the wind. peering at the lot of you.
Mom?
And Mindu stiffens beside you. Or rather, I say stiffens, but realistically, you notice that he seems to, because at this point, with you being on edge, I would assume that you are attuned to the people around you.
Yeah, we're both tense.
Mindu doesn't tense like other people does. He sort of relaxes as if he's ready to pounce. If that makes sense. And he has his hand on a dagger at his hilt. Percy and Luthien, you notice it after. You notice her after. And TikTok, you also notice her whenever you decide to peek around from behind Percival and Luthien.
Was I put back into Ylvanna or to Vaiks' magic stopping circle?
You sure were.
Yeah, I'm not. It's not happening. Yeah, no, I'm good.
The way that I described his discomfort last time has made it where he's like, I don't want to be in it.
Yeah, I'm good. I don't want to touch that.
He's like a cat that no longer wants cuddles. It's like, no, release me.
Legitimately.
Yeah. I think
Release me from these shackles.
I think the moment that Percival aims to move, Vaiks would attempt to grab him. Because he does not know there's a threat there.
Hey, you ain't leaving, bitch.
So Percy.
And he's walking straight towards it.
Okay, so I'll take Dex from both of you for the sake of speed. What are your initiative bonuses, actually? We'll use that.
Only +5 for me.
Where is that?
Wait.
Oh, it's only a +1.
Okay, so Vaiks is technically faster. Okay. So, contested strength.
Just
unless.
I mean, guys, do we have
See how
to?
this goes.
Yeah.
I forgot about it. What's your strength, bud?
Yeah, Percy, because you're not the only one who is not strength based.
It'll be fine. It'll be great. It'll be
You are
fine.
literally matching fucking rolls. Okay. You both have the same bonus to strength. So, please.
Oh my God.
Would you roll Honor?
Yeah, you first.
No. Truly, I
insist.
think you should go first.
No, you have
first.
you have not switched maps yet because you are not physically close enough yet. But all of the trees.
Mine's a 3.
What did you get, Honor? You just
Roll the 4.
Oh my God.
I just heard Honor yell, "I won."
I rolled a 4.
Get into the box, you fucking die. God damn you.
Get into the box, you're vanished.
Hey, re-roll. I'm just kidding.
Oh my God.
No,
dude.
no, it's fine.
Fucking imagine.
Yeah,
Vikes, do you say anything?
TikTok
She
thing,
will,
too.
I think just out of like sheer instinct, grab his coat.
Okay.
In that instance when she sees him move. And does Percival move to look back at her? Like she's like grasping the fabric of his jacket. Like
Once
strongly.
he gets hung up on it, yeah.
Vaiks is not looking at him.
Tavrick's walking, looking at the ground.
Tavrick's
is
gonna
locked
walk into
on
his
to-
party members. The fuck you talking about?
Tree.
Yeah, she will have her gaze locked on to something in front of them.
I will follow Vikes' gaze.
I did state that you noticed her after a second. Well, we'll call this that second.
In Elven, she will say, "Who are you?"
Luthien, what were you starting to say?
It's fine. The others can go.
No. Does Luthien move?
Yeah. Yeah, Luthien would have noticed. I think since she wasn't grabbed, she noticed the other Eladrin just before Percy. So she would probably take a step forward if my thing will move. She takes a step forward and greets the other Eladrin in Sylvan, seeing as how that was what the trees were speaking, and just says, "Greetings. I am Luthien. These are my friends. We talked to the trees, and they welcomed us here. What may I call you?"
The Luthien has stepped in front of everybody closer to this elf.
Yes.
Looks at it.
How much do you look like your family again?
She is pretty much a exact copy of her father. She has her mother's smile, but as far, especially when she's in winter, she looks exactly like her father.
You just
Is she
like your
smiling in
father.
this instance with her greeting?
Yes, she does. She gives a polite smile.
Okay. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Our beautiful perception rollers. Poor Tavrick.
Looking at a butterfly.
When Luthien steps forward, you note a very visible shock of recognition across her face. Not Luthien's, the girl looking at her. And she steps from behind the bushes, acknowledging technically both greetings with a slight nod to Vaiks, since she also asked, "Who are you?" And looks at Luthien and chooses to say in Elvish at first, "How the days have changed and you look every bit like your father."
Luthien would kind of freeze, take a breath, look at this Eladrin, and kind of tilt her head to the side, and in Elvish reply, "You knew my father?"
We knew you would come eventually. And my name is Allura, by the way. But a couple of your friends seem a little confused, so we can speak common.
Okay. I think that some of them would appreciate that. And as she says that, she switches to common. And just kind of turns and goes, "This is Allura. She apparently knew my father."
Hello. Welcome. What brings the rest of you here?
TikTok's gonna do his traditional meet and greet as he just slowly starts walking up, hand out, looking up. "Hello, my name is CM Unit. Hello, my name is TikTok. It is a pleasure to make your acquaintance."
And she offers a finger for your tiny hand. It says, "Hello, CM TikTok."
Redacted. Please disregard that previous remark. I am TikTok.
Hello, TikTok.
Corrected. Thank you for acknowledging.
Of course. And the rest of you, I do believe I have titled myself. What are the rest of your names?
Is Vaiks still holding on to my jacket?
She'll let it go.
Okay.
But push him to the left if he really wants to get out of the circle so badly.
Yeah, that's immediately what he's going to do.
By
The
that
moment
logic,
he's
I'm right.
out,
I'm right here.
throws up.
Vomit everywhere.
Interesting.
Yeah.
I am not,
Not
familiar with that introductory
Not
custom.
just vomit. It's ichor. It's all the ink. It's just pure black as he vomits outside of your magic stopping circle.
I'll get that checked.
You're not even there to say anything.
We want
And
to get
after a
that
moment-
checked.
In the back of his head, there is a snarky comment.
Okay,
It's like
in,
I
can still hear her voice.
in order of witnessing this, who's got opinions?
Luthien would kind of hurry over to Percy if my thing will cooperate with me. She kind of hurries over to Percy, stepping out of the magic circle, and does a "Are you okay? Something wrong?"
I'm fine. I just need.
While Luthien's checking on Percival, I just point at Percival, and that is Percival T. Sellerman.
I see.
As he breathes out, he casts magic to get rid of the vomit.
Okay.
He
Apologies.
typically does not do that. It must be a new custom that he has acquired.
Or perhaps he simply isn't feeling well, little man. Little friend. Sir, is that? Pardon me in how I think to phrase this. Is that the darkness of the Lady of Night?
Immediate pale.
Vaiks, Tavrick, Luthien, TikTok, do any of you have anything to say of this?
At first I
Luthien
was
just-
concerned, now I'm suspicious.
Do I know what the Lady of Night is?
No,
All right.
actually. Give me a history check. The only reason you'll have disadvantage is because of your corrupted memory files.
That is completely fair, and I accept all disadvantage when it comes to my corrupted memory files. All right, that is okay. Well, there goes my nat 20, but it's fine. It's fine. Yeah. So that is 11 plus 9. So I lost a nat 20, but I made a 20.
Yeah, there you go.
Yes. Even with your corrupted memory files, it at least sounds familiar.
Like I know this is like a deity and stuff like that.
You're not sure where from. It's like, huh.
Yeah, but
It tickles. It tickles the wires in a weird way. Like,
Tickles
I
the
should
wires.
know what this is, but I don't know what this is, if that makes sense.
and then my final question, because
Yes.
it's been like a month. I have seen everywhere that Percival has at least gone to, right?
Yes.
Within the past 24 to 48
Right.
hours.
Yes.
All right. Okay. I believe that might be incorrect. Percival does not associate with a lady, nevertheless, a lady of night. The only lady that he associates is Vaiks, Luthien, and Ylvanna.
It was just an after effect from a potion I drank this morning.
Insight.
Honestly,
You better roll
Insight.
deception. You better roll
And-
deception, and also you better figure out how in the world you're going to get yourself out of that with how high they might roll.
I'm
I
just
will-
saying, you just got called a virgin by TikTok.
20.
I'm sorry.
I'm
Nat 20
back,
for
baby.
I've been
Nat 20
muted this
for a
whole
30.
time.
Yeah, wait, yeah, you have?
Yes, you have.
Oh my god, I've been trying to
Your
talk to
Discord
the
didn't even show.
dude. People would like start talking over me, then you guys would go with that and go, oh, "Okay, I guess I'm just gonna sit here."
We couldn't hear
Unnatural
you.
20.
Okay,
Mhm.
so pause. Everybody pause. Do your rolls, but hold your numbers. Tavrick,
It's okay. Continue.
No.
I'm not-
speak
No, go.
now.
Go.
What?
What
do you
were
want
you
to do?
going to say or do?
It's way too far past at this point. Where to just go. Just
In
go.
this moment, then.
Oh, in this moment, I'm just gonna look at him and just be like, "That's some fucking bullshit." I feel like I
That's
don't
some
even need to roll.
bullshit.
I haven't seen him drink shit this morning.
Yeah, no. I mean, let's be so honest here, guys. He definitely is not beating a dirty 20 and a natural 20. That's a 30. He's lying out his ass. But not, he's
Okay,
like, that was a
why
panic
is he-
lie.
Yeah, okay. I would say, what kind of lie was this? A malicious lie or a panic lie? Like,
That was
what's the
a
insight?
immediate, oh fuck, I need to think of an excuse. And that was what was happening.
I didn't roll insight because I trust my boy Percival to never lie to me.
Yeah, but you also proceed to the
TikTok?
fact that he didn't drink anything today. So,
You know he's a liar.
No, that's what my 2 + 6 is going to say to me.
okay.
I got an 8.
Okay, never mind.
Do any of you say anything?
Luthien looks to Allura,
Allura?
and then to Percy, and she just. Okay, thank you. And she brings up, I think that we've encountered her once before, and looks to Percy very pointedly.
One. Only one.
As far as I am aware.
I think it
First,
would be wise to come with me at this instant.
As you wish.
Can I roll to see if the woods are reacting in any sort of way to this conversation? And
You
at
may.
the mentions of the Lady of the Night? Okay.
The trees.
Come on, you fucker. Don't you fail me now.
Roll a 3,
Okay.
motherfucker.
Okay, hang on. Character sheet, stuff and things, perception,
Why
dirty
do I feel
20.
like this is going to
Really hoping on that 7.
They don't seem to be reacting.
Thank God.
Is there anything is there anything sus going on with the forest?
No?
The area
Is
around
there
us?
anything sus going on in
Okay.
the forest? Only a lot.
You hear a distant chime. Ding 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 ding. Ding ding ding. Bum, bum.
Only.
So do you guys say anything else or try to do or discuss anything else before you start to follow Allura?
Oh, I have plenty to say.
Okay.
No.
Because no one else has introduced himself. After I pointed out that is Percival VT Sellerman, I will point at Tavrick. And I go like, and this fine individual is Tavrick Retarius.
Is it?
And over there in the back is Ylvanna. Oh no, Ylvanna's not here. Unfortunate. That is Vaiks though. Vaiks is over there. And you are already introduced to Luthien Amakiir, who apparently looks just like her father in accordance to your perspective. And the cat individual that's in the back that looks like he's ready to pounce is Mindu.
I have a question.
Yes?
Actually, I may need to do a history check for this. But
What
I'm pretty
history?
sure. I don't think I've ever.
Shut up. man.
Oh no! I guess that would have to be with player knowledge then.
What?
Have I ever said my last name to TikTok?
Vaiks has said it.
Oh, okay. Damn it!
And
All
I
right,
believe
anyway,
that AC
yeah.
also said it.
I got doxxed. Got it.
You got dogs.
Yep.
If you didn't say it yourself, you got dogs.
No one else was introducing, and TikTok has learned that is very rude. So,
To be fair, I haven't been able to because I was muted.
oh, it's okay. I got you.
Okay.
Thanks,
TikTok.
TikTok.
Well,
Okay, see.
I can say that I do believe your friend Ylvanna happens to be back in where we're going. And I'm sure that a lot of your questions will be answered when we actually get there. It's just past a few of these trees, if you don't mind walking. Anybody want to make an insight check on that, actually?
Immediately.
Yeah, sure, why not?
Yeah, I will.
Yes, 24.
Let's pray it's not a
23.
2 this time. Nat 20.
Oh, shit.
19.
And what was it that I'm rolling?
Insight.
Insight. Huh.
Three.
Hang on. No, hang on.
Three.
Without.
Three.
2.
19.
I'm trying to math, please.
7.
Please.
Just say,
I got you.
say both numbers out loud. We can do the math for
Yeah.
you.
19 plus 9.
28.
That's 28.
28.
Thank you. You guys are screaming numbers. Yeah.
Let us do the math. Head pats. Yeah,
22.
this is it's not a short walk, or it's not as short as she makes it seem, that's for sure.
It's a trap.
No, it's not. She's being honest, but the part that's a little bit of a manipulation of the truth is the how far it is.
So it's not just past these trees.
Right.
So they do the parent strat of it's only 5 more minutes that way. It's fine.
That is very effective on TikTok.
Yeah.
But Ylvanna is ahead.
Hearing that, Percy walks as far away from Vaiks as he can, and it's like, lead the way.
He's already just like full sending it. Fast walking.
I'm not dropping this bubble. He can vomit all he
Um,
wants.
He's not going to be in it.
Vaiks. I need to borrow you for a second.
Have fun.
So the thing that's kind of important here. This is not the person that I am actually waiting on you to meet, but they do have an aura about them. That also has Mindu a little on edge, and when the party gets further away, he will. I need to make a note card for myself of which languages you guys have in common. But
Undercommon and Thieves' Cant would be technically the two.
okay. I think Undercommon was the one he used last time, right?
Mm-hmm.
So then that's what he'll use again. As he says, she has a little bit of a stench about her, as if she is associated with something that is close to death. If you note, it's like Percy, but a little different.
Well, she certainly does not smell like you. Though, I can't say that, it's a sound, not a smell for me.
We all work a little different. Then perhaps we should Simply tread carefully, especially with the looming threat from the tree.
Well, my job is to keep them alive, but I can only do so much.
I've got your back if you've got mine.
Well, considering how stabbable your back is, I'll make sure to watch it.
And with that, the party, when we go back, we'll hear him just laughing with no context, which is beautiful. But make me a special perception check.
Okay. That is a 21.
And also a history check based off of that.
Ooh. Okay. I gotta check my modifiers. Dirty 20.
It certainly is an undertone similar to the one Percival had when you were alone with him before.
Mhm.
But there is definitely something else that you can't quite put your thumb on yet.
Okay. It's something that just she has not either heard or just does not recognize or even just does not remember.
Yeah. I would say more along the remember or recognize.
Okay. Alrighty. Noted.
All right.
His face
Honor's
is
gonna.
so bad, he
I'm gonna let
suffers.
Honor move Honor back.
Nope. Anne.
That way, Honor gets the freaking reactives back.
Anne.
Piece
I'll
of
put her-
time.
This is
Welcome
fine.
back.
Welcome
This
back
is
to hell.
How
So,
bad is it?
Don't worry about it.
oh my god, guys.
I want to turn in the super secret DM talkie box.
Oh my god.
Oh, no,
No,
you
you don't.
don't.
Don't. No, you don't.
Ooh.
After about 5 miles of walking.
Oh my god.
The best part was the mic cut out too. So you just heard the first bit of it.
Excuse me, I had to go vomit like Percival.
So, after about 5 miles of walking, you guys approach a couple of, I mean, you could easily recognize what are essentially guards' towers. But they just seem like towers on either side of a gate without a gate. And beyond that, standing above all of the rest of the trees, you see a massive blue oak. You're welcome to zoom out in this instance, but you are not allowed to move your tokens beyond where they are at this moment.
I'm indeed gonna zoom out because when you said massive, my brain didn't process that big.
When you said massive, I looked to the left at the blue tree and I was like, that's not big.
I zoomed out.
And then I zoomed out.
That's fine. I've seen bigger.
Hey, this looks familiar.
Okay.
Anyway,
Percy is remaining his 10-foot distance
how
from
long would it have
Vaiks.
taken us to walk 5 miles?
Because I would walk 5 miles and I would walk 5 more.
I wouldn't.
The sun is starting to set.
Great.
Just break the tree line and just collapse.
And it's starting to set. So it's like really pretty. It's actually really pretty sky at this moment. The weather is clear. The air is filled with, they're not like, they almost seem like falling leaves, but it's more like just an aura of magic with the wind moving a variety of leaves around the area. that just seem to dance
Mhm.
around the space. And at a distance, even, you're welcome to reroll perception checks if you would like, Tavrick.
Wow. Just call me out, why don't you?
But
Oh, they
You don't
did.
have to.
those who don't reroll, who rolled well earlier, you can almost hear sounds of merriment ahead. It sounds very much like the festivities of Bloden in the town of Waterstar, but with a variety of almost wooden instruments, like a wood flute. You can hear strings playing of a variety of styles, like a guitar, a viol, a fiddle, like a variety of things. Just and a crowd having a lot of fun beyond where you are. It's at a distance, so it's not like close, but you can recognize the sounds regardless.
Oh, shit.
And as you get closer to the gate, Allura looks back over her shoulder and says, "Welcome to Court Nadar. Do stay close, because I would hate to see anything happen if you decided to run off and cause a threat to our people."
Okay.
And Vaiks,
It's
she
a
is
party!
looking at you on this.
She's gonna deadpan stare back. Be no threat to mine, and I'll be no threat to yours.
Okay.
Luthien kind of gives an awkward smile and goes, "We can all be friends and respectful while we are here."
Listen, darling. Take no offense when I say this. We can be respectful without being friends. This is just the rules of hospitality.
Of course.
But come along. You have a friend waiting. And I have a friend who has many answers to our questions that I'm sure that you carry.
I think Tavrick, after hearing that comment about not being friends, he'll go, is there a reason we can't be friends?
That's not what I said.
Oh. I was gonna say, I don't think we've met before. I'm sorry if you don't like me.
Starts tearing up.
She rolls her eyes and continue forward.
Tavrick, while you are perfectly likable, they don't have to.
Okay. He just walks a little dejectedly.
My God.
Friend? Friend? Friend?
So she will take you all beyond into the settlement, known as Court Nadar.
I just realized something.
Yeah.
I'm not here.
Oh, wait.
Oh, yeah,
I
where
thought
is
I
he?
had you.
I was like, I gotta, because I was gonna like, yeah, TikTok just hears like party music. It's just gonna start going ahead. It's like, look, it's a party.
Hey, our
I was
little
like, wait, where's
guy.
my?
He
Hold
got
on.
stuck in,
Let me
he
fix
got
your
stuck in a
vision
tree
first. Let me
3
fix.
miles back.
I want you to. The world's devoid of color.
There it
There we
is.
go.
Color.
Color.
Shapes and colors.
So this is the part that I was talking about with here, let me do this. The thing that I discovered that Maru didn't know about, Honor,
Oh
is
my
as
god.
you go
I think I
forward,
see it. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
The tree disappears.
Yeah, because
My
of the level
God.
that we're on.
Cool.
Damn, that's crazy.
That's cool.
but you guys are
Mhm.
gonna go this way. We
Did I just hear someone throw up in the background?
Percival.
Not me, but my brother.
I just heard a "bleh" in the background.
Oh no.
She says, as you guys are passing, some of these are the residences, and we are celebrating the new year. But
You have to move Mindu.
you're right.
We can't move him. Thank you. It's gone by now.
Okay, good. But
Yeah.
he's still gonna do that.
He's still
He's
staying
like-
away. He's like, I'm not feeling it.
He's like, I can't do that right now.
As you guys are
Good.
walking, she says, some of these are the residences, but the first building on our left that we passed was the inn that you will most likely be invited to stay at so that you can rest before any of your travels. And ahead of us, we primarily have our feasting hall as we eat as a family in this community.
Now, when you say family, do you mean by blood or just chosen family?
Sweetheart, everybody in this place is family, regardless of blood or chosen.
Fair enough.
So, by that logic, does this mean that you are Luthien's family?
What are you doing, step druid?
I hate you.
You're not here yet, so don't worry.
They
Wow.
mentioned that Ylvanna was here, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh my god, I see her.
Did Ylvanna did our companion Ylvanna inform that we would be coming?
I don't think that she was aware that you were coming, as we weren't. You can ask her your own questions if you would like, as she did just seem to appear in a haze just as lost as the rest of you.
Surprise! Happy birthday, Ylvanna.
I thought you were going to surprise shot it.
I totally should have.
So one of the things that I'm going to point out as you guys are passing this feasting hall is that there are no like glass windows or closed windows. This is almost like just a shelter, almost like a patio or a gazebo. But it is an open building with an open kitchen and a bunch of open tables on a massive platform with multiple tiers to it. And you just see a multitude of creatures and races that Vaiks, you in particular, when you see them, will appear rare in the mass of Crescent Heart.
Noted.
Are they eating meat?
Some of them,
Okay.
but most of them do not seem to be. No.
One of them's roasting a human arm over the fire.
Oh my god, they're all secretly cannibals.
How can they be cannibals if they're not the same race as a human?
Here we
But they're all family. They're all family. They're all related somehow.
Oh, shut
Wow.
Okay, good. Lights caught up. I was about to be like, where did they dip off?
I dragged them back up here.
Yeah, I've limited visual. Apologies.
All right. So then the rest of you are all
I'm
going to
saying
move.
in black and white, so it's fine.
I'm looking up something.
I can no see color.
There she is.
Yeah, that's what I said. I found
Yeah.
her.
I don't have your vision length, bud.
No, I don't click on your fucking character.
I'm
What
immersive.
you will note
Oh,
as you approach
cringe.
the tree specifically, that a lot of this seems like a lot of the plants that are here outside of just the trees seem to be rarer and preserved in gardens grace as if they are revered in a way. And here they just run rampant. As if this is the place they are meant to be. So she'll lead you guys up to these stairs on the left side and says, your friend's inside. along with my friend who will answer all of your questions. And perhaps if she finds that you are not a threat on any level, she will permit you to stay and enjoy the feast as well.
Thank you, Allura.
She bows and walks away.
There they go.
Can I follow her?
Small, just a slow glide across the screen.
And she was a fairy.
She's a fairy.
I'm gonna. Can I follow her?
The minute you attempt to, Mindu cuts you off and pulls you back to the building.
Ah, no fun. Fun police.
And reminds you, they said not to veer from the path, lest we be regarded a threat, and you will not be the reason that you get yourself killed.
But I want to explore the party.
You can explore the party after we have gotten a couple of answers and a proper welcome.
No.
Trust me, friend. The things that we know, it is for your safety. Okay. And you all begin to head upstairs and inside. Vaiks, do you have anything to say to what Mindu just said to Tavrick?
He is almost uncomfortably silent. This is she's at work.
Uh-oh.
I love
TikTok's just very talkative right now.
So
Her hand has not left her dagger. Her dagger hilt.
Mindu will be right behind Tavrick to make sure that he stays on path after him trying to veer off. So Vaiks, you will take up the tail.
I probably should have reiterated. I didn't want to follow. I wanted to see where she was going. I think is probably how I should have worded it.
Yeah. But that doesn't change the fact that he would...
The second you lean over to investigate.
Okay.
He's like,
All right. There is no door. Do you enter? There's a doorway, but no door blocking the doorway.
Okay. I'm gonna knock on the door frame.
The door that's up there.
And Ylvanna is sitting inside, sipping on tea.
I just walk in. Ylvanna! Look! Ylvanna's inside here! Luthien! Your family sister person led us to Ylvanna!
Yes, she did say that she was taking us to Ylvanna. And someone else. And Luthien would walk inside as well and sort of take a look around.
I was about to say, is that someone else here? Or are they out of the room right now?
They're out of the room right now.
Okay.
So what were you needed for, Ylvanna? Where'd you pop off to?
That is a discussion for later, I fear.
I could have really used that discussion right now.
Yeah, fine.
Later.
Tavrick, do you enter?
Why?
I think he would ask for permission to enter first before just barging in. Because
I knocked
he's
the robot walker
impolite.
through without any issue.
Okay.
Okay, so you're
I'm
asking. So, how are you asking?
I will kind of be outside the door frame, but I'll knock on the door frame and go, hello, may I enter this residence? I apologize about my friends, but I feel like it would only be polite to ask.
Well, aren't you a gentleman of manners?
Oh, hi.
Yes, you may answer. You may enter.
Wait, who said that?
Anyway. I will go. Pleasure. Thank you. And I'll walk in. Oh, who dis? Redhead? Redhead?
Yep, I knew it as soon as
I
I
saw it
saw
was
it.
redheaded.
As soon as I saw, yep.
Target acquired.
So
This is why he lost his memories.
leaning against the other side of the door frame, almost as if apparating before you, is this beautiful redhead with almost golden skin, red eyes, red cloak, and
Rug.
leather armor braced around a couple of other places. And a staff leaning on the wall next to her. Vaiks.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh. Hi, I need to borrow you again.
Have fun. Have fun in the void.
Son of
Howdy. So, this person, while not like you and Min do because of your classes and your abilities, ooh, you're going to be the only one to really clock anything unless others use certain skills. And this is very important. I actually need information from you regarding how you react to different, like how you perceive different races and classes based off of their closeness with death.
Okay. So,
Because it's very important with this person who appears alive.
So, for races that are very close to the line between life and death, it is a, like, depending on who it is, it can be a respect, but also it can be that is an undead and they are a threat, right? So, right now she is very much the, like, anything that has death clinging to it, she is not one to, like, inch it further to the grave. That's not her duty. That's not her place.
Mhm.
She is there to follow orders and see it through. She is there to send people to the grave as necessary.
Okay.
But she does not ignore the awareness she has of people close to death.
Okay.
I could imagine that, like, people that are terminally ill, she would mercy kill.
This isn't about that. This is so
I know, just
far.
in general. Just in general.
Yeah. No, this is very specific. And there was actually a word that you said that's very important, and there's also phrasing that I said that's very important. So I'm gonna let you think about it when I say appears alive.
If there is no soul in the body, she will immediately distrust them. Does not matter what they say.
Because it's the souls that scream to her, right?
It is the souls she can hear.
They are silent.
Yep. She will immediately distrust them. Reason being is because she can't sense them. So they are immediately a greater threat.
Yeah. I think you and Mindo are the only ones who are going to gauge very important aspects of the remainder of this session/interaction. Because neither of you hear or smell anything from her. And others are only going to know things, again, if they use certain abilities. So, which they...
The only other character is that's silent is TikTok, but she, like, expected that.
Yeah. But this is different.
Okay. Noted.
I'll let you move yourself back because I want you to have you react it.
Okay.
Tavrick shrimping.
He's shrimping.
What?
Being disrespectful. Guards, get him.
No! I promise I'm looking respectfully.
All right. So the last thing that was said was, Well, aren't you a man of manners? Yes, you may enter.
Oh, yes, I did not see you there.
Seems our host has returned.
Tavrick, please enter the building.
Oh, right. Sorry.
Oh, my word.
If any of you look back, Vaiks, are you moving?
Yep. Right up to her.
But nowhere further, right?
No further than 5 feet.
And Mindu is at your right shoulder.
I'm at their left.
Doubles back.
I'm hiding.
Vaiks, she is looking
I'm just
you
sitting there.
dead in the eyes.
You hiding behind me, Bam?
Unblinking.
Vaiks will give.
You know
Vaiks
you little
will.
shit.
Do I do a con save for staring contest?
You may.
Because I think
roll a
honestly,
perception check, like Luthien sort of here looks back, doesn't see Vaiks, and moves and peeks out, and she's watching.
nat 20.
So are you just staring in silence?
Mhm.
Okay. So I'm gonna roll. Unless anybody else is gonna interrupt.
I would like to, after maybe a few seconds of this awkward staring contest, Tavrick is going to put a hand on Vike's shoulder and goes, "Hey, maybe we should have a seat inside. We don't want to be rude. We were just invited in." And he'll try to kind of like pull Vikes
Ooh,
gently inside.
Luthien would remember this look from when Vaiks met Mindu.
Oh no.
That's why she's doing the perception
Okay.
check.
Yep.
It's the same kind of, there's something here and I don't like it.
Mindu mutters at your side after Tavrick says something after about 2 minutes and says, "He is right. There were rules of hospitality. We were invited inside. We should perhaps proceed."
I never once asked for permission.
I asked for all of us.
No,
And
you
he'll-
said, may you enter.
Did I?
You
apologize
did.
for your party.
You
Yeah, I thought
apologized for everyone.
I apologize for everyone. That's right.
Everyone being Percy, Tavrick, and
And
Percy,
then-
TikTok, and Luthien.
I mean, I was already here. You guys are the ones that stormed in.
Tavrick is
I was
going to look
following
at
John.
the kind lady and go, "Sorry, excuse my friend. May they come in with me?"
I do believe the invitation was for everyone, despite the manners that I do appreciate. But yes, you all may enter, and it would be preferred that we do speak inside.
All right, cool. And Tavrick is going to like pull Vikes in at this point.
If a cat,
He is,
if Vaiks
he is
could bristle,
being-
there is bristling.
He is, for the only time this sweet demeanor has dropped, and he's like, "Get in fucking side." Dragging Vikes.
And she's sitting there like, this is a demon. That's like her expression of, this is a demon. Anyway, she will not fight
Well-
him because it's impossible.
All right.
Vaiks
Dragging
is, Vaiks is surprisingly both lightweight and very small when he grabs her arm.
So Princess Carrie is what I'm hearing.
He could very much lift her with ease. She is not very large.
So after Tavrick drags you back in, Minda will follow behind, and your host looks at Luthien and says, "Miss Amakiir, would you like to come in for a cup of tea?"
That would be delightful, and I apologize for my earlier manners. I was just very relieved to see our friend was here and safe.
Oh, I understand. That's why it was an invitation and not a slight against the rules of hospitality and all that. Your friend did show up in a bit of a haze, so We've just been tending to their mental, I guess you could say. And she gives a very warm smile. Come inside. Let's get everybody settled and see what's going on here.
Mhm. And with that, Luthien goes inside.
All right. And she grabs her staff from the edge of the wall and walks inside with it in hand. There are plenty of seats around the edges, realistically. I'm just going to place you guys in like that.
I will say Tavrick will probably try to sit next to Vaiks in case Vaiks gets uppity.
Okay.
It's uppity.
Yeah.
Classroom.
So she is concerningly still.
Is she just staring?
She's observing.
What does the interior look like?
So,
Does it give off classroom vibes or lecture hall?
no, this is very much a tree home.
Okay.
This is carved out of natural materials. It is very earthen and attuned to the earth. In fact, Ylvanna, you would feel at home because it is so natural and earthy. It is made. You would almost feel like it's made for a druid.
Yeah, I mean, I'm just chilling here. I'm just having a cup of tea, and like, you guys just came in and glared. Just one bolted in, and two glared at the host. I was like, oh, well, that happened, I guess.
Miss Strif,
Good
would you
to see you
mind at this point telling your friends exactly what happened before you arrived at my humble abode? Because they are ever so worried and curious, and I promise that I did not kidnap your friend. She did just appear, but that is for her to tell you, not myself.
Sounds like something a kidnapper would say.
Which is precisely why
actually-
she's
I don't
going to
actually
tell
say
you
that.
herself.
Would a kidnapper provide tea and snacks for their captive?
Yes.
Yes.
Stockholm
They
syndrome,
also
yes.
they also provide candy and puppies.
And considering I was left here unattended for a while,
Unbound as
Implies that you
well.
have no way to
doors
leave.
not-
Damn, she's
Physically
already got
alive.
Stockholm syndrome. It's too late to save her.
Oh my god!
We gotta put her down.
She's not the voice that I heard the day ago, is she?
Not even close.
I figured as much, but technically it's a different voice actress fucking doing it, so I wanted to make sure.
Yep, not even close.
Just saying,
Miss Strif,
could have just left.
would you please?
Of course. How do I want to put this?
You did look rather pale when you arrived, as if you had seen a ghost or something that haunted you.
Ugh. Am I really getting a phone call? It's just my brother. I can fucking ignore it. Okay, listen, he's probably gonna calling me to asking for me to get something. I don't know.
Nah.
Just fucking wait.
Welcome back to the land of the living. All out.
That's what he's saying to me. I'm just like, huh? Wait.
We turn around and all out's there.
Just see a sneak
Just a
again.
gremlin in the corner.
White.
There you go.
Just see a white tiger in the corner.
Ylvanna.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Good tinkle.
Oh.
All out is just a femboy Mindu.
I'm just trying to like actually remember.
Actually, all its design is not femboy.
No, it isn't.
Surprisingly enough.
No. No.
He could be
Sorry.
Mindu's brother.
He could be.
More
Or
humanoid
he-
half brother.
Or he could be a femboy.
Jingle,
I'm
jingle.
sorry.
Anyways.
Sorry.
Ylvanna.
Sorry.
Ylvanna, words.
Ylvanna,
I'm
save
trying.
us,
I'm
please.
trying to figure out the words.
ADHD too strong. Help.
We're helping. We're trying to stall for you, and it's not working.
I know. I know it's not. Listen,
The
it's been
ironic
a
part
hot
is
minute,
she
okay?
knew this was coming and still.
Oh wait, you guys hear that? Damn, it's the ball dropping.
Wow, okay. Listen, it's been a hot minute, and even looking through my notes, I still got jack shit.
I just got a
Oh,
message from
fuck.
All Out saying, "I'll cut you."
All Out is
Love you,
not
buddy.
a femboy. That is a fact.
I know. I was.
So what do you guys
Anyway.
think of the map?
It was very pretty.
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 I
love
worked
it.
really hard on it.
Yeah, it
They're
looks
very
amazing,
pretty.
Airy.
Looks very, very good.
Mm-hmm.
So what happened with Ylvanna?
Wow,
Yeah,
okay,
Ylvanna.
wait!
Come on, Ylvanna.
Ylvanna's panicking right now!
We're burning daylight. We got. Come
So-
on, give us the update.
The longer she takes to answer, to find her words, your
The more
host,
suspicious Vaiks becomes.
your host approaches, kind of squats in front of her and braces hands on either hand on the cup. Ylvanna, you'll note that her hands are really cold, and this is the first time that she's actually touched you.
Mhm.
And
I'm dead.
she looks at you and just reassuringly says, I understand that sometimes the forest can be a little terrifying when you see things that you're not quite expecting. But we're just trying to help you, my dear. And we can really only do that if you tell us the truth. What did you see that bothered you so much? And you can start from the beginning. Whether you tell it to me or to your friend Percy next to you. Whichever is easier.
Okay. Fucking. Ugh. I just need to confirm one thing before I actually go into detail.
Okay.
I just want to
Do-
make sure that that is specifically what I'm going to be going in depth about.
Okay.
Do we maybe need to do a BRB so we can refill on water, bathroom break, that sort of stuff?
I'd be okay with that.
Yeah. We'll take a BRB while I confirm some details with Ylvanna, whose hands are being hailed by your host who hasn't even given their name yet.
Yeah, none of you guys have asked for the name.
Have you asked for their name?
We'll be right back.
I know the name.
All right.
Let's go give them a pen.
Hello?
Hello. Everybody back?
Yes.
Hello,
Chris Murphy?
housekeeping.
Hello, housekeeping.
Housekeeping.
Welcome back.
1 sec.
Okay.
One. Oh, damn, you weren't lying. For once, people weren't lying about that. Okay.
Huh?
Oh, Honor said 1 sec. And then I said one, and they instantly made noise. I'm like, oh, damn, this is real quick.
Boo, 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 boo.
Lefty externally mutes, so
Ah,
you never know if he's actually muted or not.
right? Is he taking copper out?
Well, Copper
I
was,
was
the criminal was gaining freedom.
Ah,
I was giving Honor sustenance, and I was letting Chopper up.
Chewy.
Chili.
It's like soup, but thick.
Do you have cinnamon rolls to go with it? Because you can't have chili without cinnamon rolls.
I don't
Jingle-
have cinnamon
What the
rolls in
fuck
the
did
bag.
you just say?
Tingle,
I'm
tingle.
Oh no! Oh,
Tingle, tingle.
God.
Tingle, tingle. Tingle, tingle.
I don't know.
Before it explodes, before the whole world explodes, just
Ylvanna. Ylvanna. Ylvanna.
No one knows what was said.
Ylvanna!
Yes. Yes. Hello.
How you doing?
Not good.
What
Well,
did you see?
Yep.
The sweet southern voice in front of you asked you, what did you see that disturbed you? So,
back in that clearing that you found me in. I've seen it before. Well, would you believe me if I said I saw it in a dream?
oh, absolutely.
But it wasn't really a nice one, I must say. I saw a friend of mine trapped. Everything was ablaze. Yeah, it nothing really I could do. Just brought back not so nice visions.
She seems to be watching your lips and analyzing the words coming from them as you say this. Do any of the rest of you just say anything, or are you just listening in this moment?
My tail just wraps around her leg a little.
Vaiks is just opting to listen.
And Ylvanna's voice, TikTok is going to remain silent, but kind of like, listening intently.
Luthien looks over TikTok to Ylvanna and just, who did you see?
How are you getting quieter?
Yeah, you.
It's just
I
still-
literally.
I swear, I don't know what's wrong. I think
You
your
need
microphone
to
is like
eat-
unplugged or some
Eat
shit.
your microphone.
I literally thought I
Okay.
had to turn you up more.
I just had to put you at 180% to hear you.
I haven't touched my audio all session, and you just slowly grow quieter and quieter. Dragon, I don't know what's wrong with the
I have
happenings.
Dragon now at 200.
I thought Dragon was going for dramatic effect.
Luthien she looks over TikTok at Ylvanna and she has concern on her face and she asks, who did you see? You said it was someone you knew.
Mm. Oh God. Let's just say that it's a familiar face to all of us. And leave it at that. And like it's all yep. I mean Oh. I'm just trying to think of how this would go.
Don't think, just act.
Don't think, just act. Famous last fucking word. um. mm. Okay, sorry, no. I was saying shit and my mic wasn't working. Okay. It was... It was Elowen.
Luthien just kind of goes quiet and she looks very contemplative, like she's thinking something out.
What does the redhead's expression say?
Our host, you mean?
Yeah. We don't know her name. So I'm just, what's her expression say? Like at the mention of Elowen.
Hey,
Mm.
mic check.
Ah!
I'm looking at the phone, like the mouse moving, and I'm just like,
Yeah, and
Mindu-
also, is Discord
I just
muted for stream?
No?
No.
Not
not
on
muted
my
for
end, at
stream.
least.
No?
I hear people, I see people's heads moving.
But no audio.
Why
No,
is
I'm hearing audio from both streams from Discord.
Weird.
Is your
Well, now
thing
it's
acting up
back.
now?
I don't know. I don't know.
Mindu asks,
Yeah, audio's good.
as your host stands straight and takes a step back from Ylvanna, blank-faced, Mindu asks, who is Elowen? Your host is very blank-expressioned. Arms crossed now, as she is looking at Ylvanna.
The whole demeanor changed. Great, love it.
So they reacted to the name, so they recognized the name.
Yes,
Love it
realistically.
here. Yeah.
I'm going to keep my eyes on Ylvanna and the host, but I'm going to message Mindu about who Elowen is, from what I know.
Tavrick leans over to Vaiks and whispers, who is that?
Oh my God. Ask the other person who has no fucking clue.
I don't have a clue. I lost my memories. I don't know who the fuck that is.
I know, but I just find that so fucking funny.
What else tickles me is how the half that doesn't know who Elowen is on one side of the room, and the other half who does is on the other side of the room.
That is actually quite entertaining.
Was it a memory or a vision?
It seemed more like a vision, if anything.
Oh, that's great.
Did they say anything?
I was muted again.
That's what they said. I was muted again.
Vaiks is not saying anything, huh?
Mike's was the one that was muted, by the way. Don't worry. I just heard all sorts of swearing and Bible verses.
It's just one of those days, huh?
Her response
and
to
everyone-
Tavrick was that her eyes do indeed narrow as she notices Percival point at Mindu and say, I would
I'm using my
like to
tail.
know as well.
I'm using my
It
tail.
says in the spell, you point your finger.
It says you point at a person, doesn't specify with what appendage.
I have allowed him to use his tail in the past. But
I don't know about-
it is realistically pretty obvious when he points his tail at Mindu.
That's still funny. That's the immediate response. I use my tail.
Yeah, the tail that wasn't that tail originally wrapped around Ylvanna?
Yeah, it was comforting
Lately,
Ylvanna.
yeah.
So
Yeah.
he stops comforting Ylvanna to point at Mindu. Interesting. That's
You
not
just
gonna
you
go
see the
unnoticed
tail
by-
unwind.
I'm gonna start
So do
playing
you
a
wanna-
flute, and his tail's gonna start moving like a snake.
It's
Mhm.
not
Anyway,
fully fucking extended in his direction across the room, guys.
Jingle, jingle, jingle.
Anyway.
We're answering Tavrick's question now, right?
Yeah,
Alright.
Vaiks had whispered back, I would also certainly like to know.
Uh,
All right. That question's answered. My question. Did they say anything?
I don't remember much except for trying to reach them and someone saying it was a trap. That's
A trap.
I would like to recommend that you all choose your questions carefully, as you might cause your friend here a headache without intending to, as that tends to be the consequences of vision-based dreams.
next thing you know, Ylvanna keels over.
Luthien just kind of takes a breath and she sort of moves over towards Vaiks and Tavrick and goes, Elwyn was someone that we met on the road. You met her as well, Tavrick, but you don't remember.
Did I?
Yes. She gave us all a very valuable lesson.
Wait.
And
Am I confused? Do I actually know this person? I'm actually confused. I don't think I met them in campaign, did we?
Yes, you did.
Oh my god.
Yeah, you did.
yes,
Elwyn is the fox.
The fox god.
Oh,
Winnie?
yeah. I was thinking Winnie. I
Winnie.
thought their name was Winnie. Okay.
That's their nickname that we were told.
That's the
by the
nickname.
priest.
Yeah. Okay. I'm sorry.
Mhm.
Never mind. I'm gonna shut up. Sorry.
No,
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 you're
you're
fine,
fine.
It's been so long since that name was spoken of, so it's perfectly okay.
But you also don't remember shit right now, so it makes
Yeah, so it works.
sense.
Oh, Paladin's such a big brain.
her name
I hate it
is
here.
Elwyn. We also know her as Winnie. And she... Vaiks, what I say, can you please keep in confidence? Not in any reports.
Vaiks will. Oh.
Luthien to give you context, Luthien looks scared. She looks terrified as she's talking to you about this and asking you to keep it in confidence.
Vaiks will swallow hard, stand up, say, "You know I can't do that." And she will leave. Because she can't report on what she does.
Dang.
Luthien, so that Vaiks doesn't even hear anything now knowing this, or without the promise, she looks to Tavrick and she points using a finger, very like she has her arms crossed and just a finger lifts at Tavrick, and in his mind he can hear, "Elwyn was a goddess of nature that we met. We played a game with her, and she all gave us a gift and a very valuable lesson. I don't know what she gave you, but she is a friend, and she is someone who has helped us."
You know, it's quite rude to use spells that keep secrets within the home of a host.
And Luthien would look towards our host and sort of bow her head. I do apologize, however, given the nature of who Vaiks is.
She
and
can't hear when
what
she's outside on those steps. You are free to speak in here
I
if you would like.
I
Not
was
that you need to
aware of
stress
that.
about a concern from me as to who Elwyn is.
I was only concerned about Vaiks. I judged by the expression on your face that you had heard that name before and knew of their nature. I do apologize for my rudeness, but he now knows, and the rest of us are aware of their nature.
And I'm muted again. Son of a bitch. Hey, DM.
Yes?
Upon hearing Elwyn or Winnie, can do I remember anything from that or hints?
You want to make a wisdom saving throw?
You hear a fox giggle and that's it.
I don't think Tavrick got anything physical from them, did they?
How did you know?
I mean, you are my god, so of course I would know you.
I will. Don't want to do a wisdom throw on this.
You're going to
What the
do a
fuck's-
wisdom saving throw.
Okay.
Wisdom.
Oh, I dropped my die. Oh god, this is gonna be bad.
Wisdom.
One of my dumped stats. Let's go.
In this,
Actually, it's not bad. 16.
beautiful.
15 plus 1.
The more the name is repeated, the more familiar it sounds. While you can't quite figure out where, and yes, Luthien has given you some context, it's a memory that's hard to recreate, but it is an air of familiarity. You can't remember, but it is familiar.
Mm-hmm.
Okay?
In that moment of familiarity, can my eyes pop divine sense like they popped with the memories of, or like I did with Winnie? Oh, uh-oh.
In this instance, I'm going to say no.
Okay.
Because I don't feel that would be a strong enough of a pull for you to try to pull a skill that you don't quite realize you have.
Mhm. Okay.
I have a question, God.
Yes,
What did he roll again?
a 16.
Not enough for brain damage.
No, not enough for brain damage.
I was just
No
wondering
brain
if he's gonna
damage.
if he would actually remember his goddamn promise.
Nope.
Memory wipe. I ain't got no promise now.
Oh, he made a promise he doesn't remember, and that's probably worse.
Yeah, it is.
I'm gonna be honest. As a player, I don't remember the promise I made either.
To protect the
you made
others.
you made an oath. You made an
Yeah.
oath.
Yeah.
Now.
No, I know that it's more of the. It's just been so long since that's
Jingle,
happened.
jingle. Are there any other questions before I invite your friend back inside?
Is Winnie?
You should probably ask what her name is, maybe.
Huh?
Yeah, you know we don't ask anybody names.
Well, okay. Jesus Christ. Also, fine. I'll ask the name. I don't believe I got your name. I apologize for my inconsiderate, inconsideracy.
I don't believe you would get my name to begin with. But would you like to know it?
Sure.
Howdy.
Yeah, Facebook.
My name's Dee Dee.
Hi, DD. I mean, hi, DD. Hi, DD.
I am the protector of this forest.
Edit notes. DD.
D-I-D-I.
Pretty.
And Luthien would look to DD.
Pretty red.
Pretty
Since you're the
redhead
protector, are you familiar with the runes that were carved into the trees outside of the boundaries?
Oh, absolutely. My
Carved by
partner
the
did that.
trees? Oh,
She was
Damn it.
actually the one who led you here.
And she.
Allura?
Absolutely.
I see. I was curious if there would perhaps be a chance where I could learn more about them. I tend to be one that seeks out knowledge any place that I go, and I hope to understand and better myself.
Ooh, important words. We love important words.
Oh God! Why? Not another important word. Not again. Not another god.
Mm. No, she looks at Luthien and says, "A seeker of knowledge.
Yes.
Then perhaps you have been familiarized to a riddle, lost in the lands. If
One
you
that talks about knowledge lost in the forest.
are able to repeat the words of that riddle, word for word to me, I just might give you a source of knowledge."
Equivalent exchange.
One moment.
Yeah, out of all of us,
Jeez.
Dragon's gonna be the one that would have had it written down word by fucking word.
Do you know what's hilarious? They moved to Office Space recently.
Oh no!
So now, Matt, she's frantically digging through piles of boxes in her office, trying to find where she writ it down.
No, because I have pictures.
Oh,
Big
I'll give
quick,
you a
Eri,
moment.
delete the picture.
I'll give you a moment to recall it while I go invite your friend back inside.
Wait, this was the coded riddle, right?
Mm-hmm. And she will depart from the space, leaving you to discuss amongst yourselves for a moment.
I was gonna offer to go get Vaiks.
She moves a little quick there, buddy.
No.
Harry,
I'm
can I
doing a
steal you
physical
for just
evaluation.
a moment?
Oh, absolutely.
Honor's the one doing the stealing this
Wonderful!
time. Let's go.
Also, starting a funds to get Dragon a louder microphone.
No, on God.
One with
Oh,
built-in
dude, I'm
gain.
Okay,
Ran
mine
out of-
does have built-in gain.
Then it's going down as session progresses, girl, because you were at 90 and fine, and now you're at 200 and quiet.
I don't think. I mean, I have returned. I've always had her at 159, and she's always been okay volume for me.
She is legitimately
literally-
getting
Oh,
quieter.
please! I can't hear her at all.
We've had there's literally a bit where it's just like starts off okay, but the longer we're in call, like the volume seems to drop
The
slowly.
more dragon gets in character for Luthien, the quieter dragon gets because Luthien is traumatized.
Maybe it's just because I
Luthien.
spend so much time with her that I'm just used to her voice tone.
Luthien needs to
Oh, no.
speak
That's
up.
it.
Anyways,
That is sickeningly sweet.
we'll be right back. Yoink. Hi. Howdy.
When she walks out, Vaiks is not entirely surprised at who it is, but she does side-eye this woman and say, "Would you like to tell me why you're dead?"
She gives a wide grin. Says, well, it's a funny story. It wasn't voluntary, but it did lend to a lot of power to protect this place, which you are not going to report on.
And why should I not?
Because he'll kill you. Rather than reward you. Is it worth your death?
Are you the reason that the animals have migrated?
No. That would actually be a combination of factors. But the nature outside of this bubble is very angry and out of balance, and thus it is shifting, trying to regain its control from the folks outside of my home call the Exalted, because she is trying to bend nature beyond the will of nature, which is bound to eventually come back to bite her in the ass, so to speak.
Do you know the proper reason they have migrated?
The magic has shifted and nature has shifted altogether. The dragon has contributed a little bit, but I'm sure you have discovered some of his tracks along the way to get here with how far you have traveled.
Suspiciously, we have not.
Interesting. That is certainly suspicious, and perhaps I'll have to go out and investigate it myself at this point, if that is what has happened, if it is gone. But I believe Allura mentioned the Lady of the Night. The Lady of the Night
Is she the reason why death clings to Percival?
Yeah. Well, when you have someone of his skill walking the earth, he is meant to attract knowledge. And the Lady of Night is a keeper of knowledge and a protector of history in a way. She is also trying to find balance where death has been stolen from her.
Such as you?
No, I'm just a protector of this forest. Now, my wife, she might be a little different as she does worship the Lady of the Night, but she might have a few more answers regarding that for you if you are willing to ask her in a polite manner. Ever so inquisitive you do seem to be.
I am merely here to collect my knowledge.
Of course. And if I find you're taking certain knowledge of my home back to your god killer, you may not make it back to your god killer.
If you can give me a suitable replacement reason, I will omit this place from my report.
You could say you found the den of the dragon and killed it. Because that's what I'm going to do after you leave.
And if you don't?
And if I don't what? Find and kill a dragon?
Kill it.
Oh, sweetheart. Aren't you so precious?
You could choose not to.
I have every reason to kill it with the way it threatens my own home.
Very well. You blame the dragon. I can do the same. However, if I find anything else, and Vaiks seems to raise an eyebrow, implying, is there anything else?
Well, you see, depending on if your friend can remember a certain riddle or not will determine whether or not I can give her a key to history that even you could not perceive. But if she manages to do that, and you also swear to keep it a secret from your god killer, I might help you get your memories back. In a lot less painful manner, if that is appealing to you. After all,
She will.
I did know your mother.
Can I insight
You may.
on which mom?
I don't even think we wrote down your parents' names, did we?
I did not, because I don't remember them. I was like, I'll leave that to Eri.
Yeah.
They were indeed both changelings, though.
Uh-huh.
Okay, insight. All right. Okay. Oh, okay, it's the same. I have expertise, so that is a 25.
You don't remember your mommy, do you?
What? I guess that answer depends on who's asking. And she'll grin and say, though, I would not put any doubts in Luthien remembering. She has a very keen mind, after all.
Luthien wasn't old enough to remember any of your parents.
Oh, I mean your riddle.
Ah. Yeah, it just may take her a second.
Anywho, in regards to my parents, I feel that that is a very, I would say low blow, but low-hanging fruit is more adequate.
You think so?
Well, I would know so. I know exactly what I do and don't remember.
But don't you want to remember everything? including
Pursuit of knowledge comes with pain. That is what we do in order to find it. And that is what we'd endure.
don't you want to know who to blame?
Oh, I know who to blame. And that's all I know.
Who do you think you blame at this moment?
Well, I wouldn't say a god killer. But let's just say we share a face. Anywho.
What a naive little angry thought that is.
Okay, that's a player laughing. What is her impression on that one?
What do you mean?
I love that. What a naive, angry thought that is.
Her impression in this moment is that Vaiks is blaming herself with the fact that she said we share a face.
Ooh, interesting. Kind of.
Yeah.
Hmm.
And that's pretty apparent with how she said it, too.
Let me clarify. This is not my face.
Well, I knew that part. Or are you blaming the dead person you stole that face from?
No. No. They're simply dead.
Um,
I would say more so, someone who's incredibly observant of the world they've crafted.
Do they have a name?
If they do, I don't remember.
And she smirks. Says that's precisely what I could help you remember.
Maybe another day. You have a riddle to hear.
I do. But I'm keen to learn a little bit more of each of you. If that makes sense. Especially since you are in my home.
Help my wards. The, automaton included. And then we can talk.
You have a deal.
and she will walk into the doorway and hold out her hand to shake it.
You may call me Nyx, but only to me.
Thank you, Miss Nyx. And inside I call you Vaiks?
Yes.
And she shakes
Take
her
it
head.
as a token of trust.
And
All right.
while I am Dee Dee, I am also Dionadair, the archfey of these woods.
Interesting. Unseelie.
Vampire. It's a
I thought so.
unfortunate cocktail, but no harm will come to your friends so long as they obey the rules.
Noted.
They're doing just
Hopefully
fine
none
so
of them
far.
gave you a name.
No, they only... Allura is very specific when she asks. Specifically because we don't want to take names. We enjoy our own.
I'm sure you could take them if they wish to be received.
Oh, absolutely. This group...
I knew.
Well, Would you like a cup of tea while I inquire this riddle from your friend?
So long as it has no mysterious flowers in it.
Oh, absolutely not. Why would I do anything harmful to you like that? You can pick the flavor. I have access to anything.
You would be surprised the tea I've drinking over the next couple of days.
What, with the desert cat?
Yes.
Yeah, that makes sense. He ain't from here.
Okay. Off we go.
Ta-da!
A deal has been struck.
Uh-huh.
A bargain made.
Also, hi, Tavrick.
Hi, Tavrick!
Hello, you two. I wanted
Oh
to
shit!
talk to you
AC's
both.
AC's here. My boss is here. Run!
Oh, Tavrick. What do you think of Dee Dee?
I like Dee Dee. I wish I showed up sooner to get more of a taste.
Oh, it's about to get real interesting. You're welcome to join us in VC to listen.
I might, because there's no session on my end.
Yeah, you're welcome to come listen and hang out.
Okay. We have taken enough time.
Everything is fine.
That timing! The timing was perfect!
You don't have me convinced.
So, as Vaiks and Dee Dee enter the space, they no longer seem... Well, I'll let you describe Vaiks' demeanor, as Dee Dee is very confident as she walks into the space.
So, is there a door on this?
No, but you can gauge passively that you were not hearing sound from inside while outside, so sound from outside was not passing through to the inside.
Okay. So what the party saw was Dee Dee and Vaiks walk into the doorway and shake hands.
Yep.
Oh.
In a seemingly tentative truce. Like a deal has been struck. And she will come inside, and she is slightly less hostile. However, she is now expectant and watching Luthien.
So, do you have words for me, Miss Amakiir?
Oh.
Is Dragon Mike fuck up? Okay.
Oh, Mike. Yep. Mike.
Oh, poor baby.
This is not helping the no crowdfunding argument.
No, it is not.
Yeah, you literally just like, oh, we need to buy stuff for Nat. No, we need to get stuff for you, you little shit.
Nat and my issues can be fixed with duct tape. I don't know how much your interior mic issues can be fixed.
Exactly. Actually, not all of it can be fixed with duct tape, but most of them can. Most.
If it's duct tape, it can fix anything.
Exactly. That's why my chair is so comfy.
Ezra and I were both very excited about this NPC, by the way.
Don't worry about it, Anna.
Yeah, I got really worried when I saw him pop up on stream.
Yeah, no, when I saw Tavrick, I'm just like, it's all over.
Whoa!
We're dead. Good
I
luck,
saw
guys.
Tavrick talked, and I went, "No, my boss is here! Run!"
Okay, this might be shitty microphone for a moment. I do apologize.
Turn it down.
Oh my gosh.
Also,
okay.
I did have an answer to your question, Vaiks.
Which one?
Which one?
Oh, could you type that spelling for me? If you be so beautifully kind.
Absolutely.
Thank you very much. You're talking through a 3DS, Mike. No.
I love you, baby.
That is
Oh.
Amazing.
Oh no.
Dragon has ascended.
Oh, you poor
That's
baby.
actually criminal.
Why not? Like, why a 3DS? Why not even your phone?
He's a bit. Well, what is your mic? What is your desk situation right now, Dragon?
It's gotta be a nightmare from moving.
Oh.
Dragon's playing D&D on her 3DS.
3D and DS.
She's dragging her character around on her touchscreen.
Oh my god.
Damn,
I thought
did
my
I
mic
just get
situation was fucked. God damn.
Did I just get an inhale gasp laugh from Honor?
Mm-hmm.
By the way, so I have the mutes the streams muted, but Honor B I heard names being yelled.
Oh yeah, Tavrick showed up. That's AC. I was panicking. I was like, ah, I've been caught.
I'm glad to see we all panicked when Tavrick appeared.
When does his long lost brother DC show up?
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Nice.
Dragon, put it in the game chat.
They are deafened.
Mm.
Oh, hello?
They're probably switching to their phone now.
No, it's still on PC.
Oh.
Eyes
Has
emoji.
it finally?
They moved offices, not addresses, right?
Correct.
Okay.
Something. It might have broken when oh, Aries got the location.
Yeah, but
Rapidly. Hear me?
Oh
Well,
god.
hello?
Yeah.
Hello? Hi.
Ne-
Oh, you
Now
poor
Hi.
baby.
Oh
Now
no.
it sounds like
You're in a
No, it sounds-
cave. But that's fine.
It sounds
It's
like
fine.
you're in a
I can hear
bathroom or
you.
something.
Dingle, dingle, dingle,
I can
dingle,
hear you.
We
dingle,
I can
dingle.
hear you, and
dingle,
that's what matters.
Yeah.
Yeah.
oh, I
I've
think
been
what
jingled.
I think I see what happened with my mic. One moment. One last switch.
She has to turn on the 3D meter on her 3DS.
Oh, it's
Oh my god,
Is this
don't even.
better? Hi.
yes.
Hi.
Oh my gosh, that sounds phenomenal.
Hi.
Oh my god.
You guys are what?
What happened?
Hi. I really don't know. It just suddenly stopped
You know what?
working.
We'll call
Okay,
it
take it.
wild magic because you are technically in a fairy forest. So
Yep.
Yes. Okay.
She was a
you-
fairy.
She's a
Dragon.
Yes.
You are officially the lowest I've ever put you at 69%.
Oh my god, yeah, wait a
I-
minute.
Oh.
okay.
All right.
Anyway.
Jingle jingle.
Okay, we'll leave the game there. Okay,
Riddle.
Riddle, I did ask you a question in the chat in Foundry.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Is yes? Okay. Okay.
It's the only riddle you really know.
Okay, but there is the riddle to have the key to decode everything.
Nah. Just the actual riddle.
Okay. All right, I am ready.
I'm ready. I'm Airy.
The flow is not the only new thing in the realm. The history is protected in the forest by the mountains. The magic can be seen in moonlight. Follow the magic. Find the lost library. And she would say that looking directly at Dee Dee.
Dee Dee is sort of like relaxed back on her heels, arms crossed, tapping a toe, grinning like, well, at least someone paid attention in school. It's a good thing the sun's setting now.
is.
So, would you like to follow the magic after the moon rises? After a bite to eat first.
As long as it doesn't get me killed. As long as it doesn't get anyone killed this time, yes.
Sweetheart, the only threat in this forest should be me and my partner.
And that is
Well,
all I need to know.
And Silas, but that's just his little feral thing, but don't worry about him at all.
Silas?
Oh, he's adorable.
Don't worry about him. He's
I know,
tiny.
right?
He's a baby.
Oh, I see. Well then, yes, let's have some tea and a bite to eat and then follow the magic.
Well, come with me. You really want a bite to eat, you better come on and enjoy these festivities that go with it. After all, you don't come to Court of Nadar without at least having one meal with the family. That includes you, little Vaiks. And she starts heading right out the door, expecting all of the rest of you to follow.
We won't be trapped here forever, will we?
Absolutely not. You think I allow them to serve anything to trap people who are not from here? I only take volunteers. You should have guessed that by the time you saw me.
This will be another instance where Vaiks made a tease.
Note it down, it's a rare.
Luthien would notice and shoot Vaiks sort of a little smirk as she follows Dee Dee.
Just wanted to be sure with our host.
Mm-hmm.
Leans over to Ylvanna. So are they like a charmer? What's up with that?
I do not know.
I think, they're just being friendly, I think. It's fine. With the
That's friendly or
eyebrows just like
friendly?
I got the eyebrow wiggle going on.
As they walk ahead of me and I chase after. Wait, no, you didn't answer it fully. Come on, you have to tell me.
Oh, God. Guess we're all, heading out.
Right, we have to move ourselves.
Yeah.
Yep,
Oh,
I
I
got
got the wrong
this.
tab. I'm like sitting here staring at Foundry through Streamlabs, and I'm like, why can I not move? What's happening?
You move the entire screen. It's like, oh, that
Yes!
didn't mean that.
That's not how that
Cannot
works.
select this.
Where am I?
The closer,
Symbols.
the closer you're down here. The closer you guys get to this feasting hall, the louder it gets. Like, these folks are partying, and you will note, race-wise, especially a variety of Harengon, Firbolg, Eladrin, Wood Elves.
Come on, orc.
Come on, robot.
Come on, daddy trauma.
No orc.
You don't
We
remember
all
your
just
dad.
need-
Damn it. I know, but still, I can hope.
I can hope
No
for
orcs,
daddy
no robots.
issues. Can I get that
I
in the
can-
book?
And
I can hope for.
I was going to say tabaxi, but traditional tabaxi,
Not Mindu?
including a couple of desert tabaxi. They're a little bit sandier than Mindu is. Mindu is very white compared to a lot of the ones here.
Any I recognize?
Nope.
Yeah.
Damn.
We don't recognize
But-
any of these people, right?
Nope. You guys weren't part of that stuff, so you don't recognize any of these people. Are you guys going to mingle while you eat? And there's just food piled up on tables, essentially.
Yes.
Luthien will probably mingle just because, as far as I'm aware, there aren't too many Eladrin elves that she's encountered.
No, there aren't. I mean, there's like a handful mixed throughout the Crescent Heart realm,
Yeah.
but not a crazy amount. And most of the ones here right now are in their spring and summer because it is spring and summer.
Mm-hmm.
And they are joyous and having fun.
Luthien would probably, remembering what it was like to be in spring, at least for half a day, would probably feel drawn to go over with them and interact with more who were like her.
Percy doesn't mingle, but he'll sit in like a chair and just listen to the energy around him. And if someone like starts telling stories, he's very laser focused into that person in particular.
There is, Percy, a particularly excited Harengon telling a wild tale about a hero against a dragon in old times and an alligator that would eat people and old heroes of the land and Mindu is very much enraptured in what is being told because this is a guy who loves stories. Anybody want to know the name of the Harengon telling the story?
Yeah.
Let me pull up my notes. Because all that I can remember is Zarloth.
Who's the herring? Who is it?
Do you ask somebody their name? And no, Honor, it's not who you think it is.
Yeah, I just wanted to let you know. I don't know if I ever told you that.
I'd ask.
Yeah, I know that part. What was that? What was that? Sam?
I'd asking who the person telling the story is. Just like someone next to me, I suppose.
Oh, that's Evanol Fleetfoot.
Ylvanna?
Evanol Fleetfoot.
Oh.
Ethanol Stinkfoot.
Evanol.
You said ethanol, and I'm like, huh?
I did. I said
Evanol.
ethanol Stinkfoot.
Hi, Tavrick. Yeah, it's Evanol Fleetfoot. They're a descendant of a great hero that used to run these lands. I don't know if you ever heard of a Sorelli Fleetfoot.
Have I? I doubt it.
Give me a history check.
Natural one. Not a damn clue.
Nat 20.
Two opposite ends of the die here.
Damn, that's crazy.
I was a natural one. I didn't know if that got picked up.
Oh yeah, don't worry. Got picked up.
Okay, cool.
I'm so sorry.
Yeah.
We all heard it. Don't worry.
Dragon just taking all my luck. It's okay.
We all quietly
heard
mourned
it
for you.
Yeah, we'll know the terrible thing that
Poor baby. Give me 1 second. Trying to check some. I'm trying to fact check something.
Yeah.
Fact check.
Time. Did TikTok roll?
No, I
Where's
don't know.
TikTok?
I'm here.
Okay.
I was
Yeah.
not involved in that conversation, so
Same.
I'm. So there's no reason for me to roll.
Yeah, Luthien's over involved in
Exactly.
Eladrin stuff. Why is Luthien rolling? Luthien.
Sorry, that was more of a panic. Where's TikTok?
Unless you're moving over
where's
here.
TikTok?
I was about to say, did you just flex on Bam and not even do anything?
I would say Luthien
Took all my
kind
luck.
of-
It did nothing.
Luthien hears sort of the story going on and is drawn over by it and, meanders her way over. as arrives as Evanol Fleetfoot, and the Fleetfoot name is mentioned.
Oh, just imagine you rolling that 20 just to flex.
Luthien,
Yes.
you would recall actually from the lore keepers records and tales that Sorelli Fleetfoot is listed as a lost hero who sacrificed herself to help the Exalted save the land. And that is as far as that is mentioned. Among a few other names.
Do I recall the other names, or do I have to re-roll?
You remember a Thistle, a Naloth, Koslotva,
Cheese.
and Benedict.
Cheese.
And cheese.
No Zarloth.
And Zarloth. Yes. Because Zarloth's being told about right now, realistically, so.
Yep.
Yeah. Like,
you recognize the names in the story as the same people who are in the history as having helped the Exalted rescue the land, so to speak. But this story that you're being told is different than what you have read in history.
Okay. Luthien would sit, listen, and have a notebook out and be taking notes.
Of course she would.
Like, quill in one hand, book in front of her, food to her left, taking notes while eating.
And while you are eating, Dee Dee just seems to be hanging out, watching over the folks, when a small boy runs up from behind and hugs Dee Dee around the legs. Says, Dee Dee, Mama says she found some wild berries that she ain't seen in a while. Nothing. Wow. The silence is astounding.
I'm grinning. I'm
I'm
waiting for the
serving.
others. Like,
I'm not gonna talk to this random kid.
What is this child?
A Fearbolg.
Luthien would glance up and sort of take in that scene and should sort of give a smile, and like tilt her head to the side as if that's also interesting, but also new history that has been hidden from her. So she is very much conflicted on who to pay attention to.
I know you are.
New race, new history. Which one?
Rizzy's just listening to the story.
Yeah, Mendu seems, Luthien, since you seem to be the closest regardless, distracted by a child running up. And is suddenly very much paying attention. But if you want to give a perception check with disadvantage since you're also distracted, you're welcome to. Vaiks, what you doing? TikTok, what you doing since you can't eat?
TikTok first.
You just had to call me out. That's cool. That's fair.
Are you inspecting food? Are you trying to ask any questions of anybody? Because, like, there's a whole ass open kitchen over under this canopy over here.
So TikTok would, if there was like a food spread or something like that, that's where TikTok's at.
It's all throughout this hallway. This is dinner time and celebration.
I'm walking the robot baby down the aisle of food.
And I have a plate, okay? And I'm grabbing one of everything.
It's a little paper plate.
And I'm just like, Percival might like this one. Ooh, Percival might like this one. Ooh, maybe Percival would like this one. Ylvanna, do you think Percival will like this one? As I'm already scooping it and putting it into the plate.
I think he'll like all the food you're getting him. He'll
Splendid.
appreciate it.
Then we should grab a sample of everything. Percival will have more variety with his cooking.
I was like trying not to like just giggling behind my hand.
But it's like so TikTok has like no concept of like, keep your food separated on the plate.
It's all like mushing together and mixing.
It's just like a pile.
Yes, he'll very much appreciate the thought.
Percival will have such a variety of different foods. Perhaps he will be able to ascertain the ingredients and will be able to replicate it on our travels.
Oh, I'm sure he will. TikTok, I'm sure he will.
It appears I am going to need another plate. The structural integrity of this plate seems to be falling apart and degrading.
I'm just gonna grab like at least 2 more plates.
Stack them underneath.
Oh my god. Okay. So Vaiks, what are you doing?
Vaiks would actually walk the perimeter and kind of like just take things in, not just necessarily from the celebration, but just in general. Try and like peruse what she can, being like super nosy. I think she's trying to feel if anything is familiar or if it's just all foreign.
Okay. Give me a history check.
Okay. Okay. That is a not like amazing. It's a 16.
Give me a wisdom saving throw.
Fine.
What was that?
13.
13. Excellent.
13.
It's like a dull ache in your temples as you're browsing around. But then it's like the more you linger, the less that ache is present. But the more you peruse, the more this feels like a home you lost a long time ago. It has that air of familiarity.
It's like when you walk into your childhood home after moving.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm actually going to make you do a perception check as well.
Okay. Okay, we're consistent with our rules. Modifiers are at least different. It is a 22 for perception.
When you are, I'm going to move you where you were when I'm having this be a thing, okay?
Okay.
Before you get all the way around. When you're over here, it's almost as if you see a familiar figure in my ping working. Whoa. Over here.
Okay, right here.
But it's like a ghost of a figure. Not
okay.
quite there.
Yeah.
But it's like a memory of someone who used to walk through there.
Noted. Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. And now I'm going to put you back where you were.
Yeah, and then she'll just watch the leaves and lean over the balcony and let the party have their fun.
Excellent. After little Miss Fleetfoot finishes her tale, her tall tale, Mindu will lean over to Percy and say quietly, I think I might stay here after you go on your adventure. learn a little bit more about these people.
Percy.
That's your decision to make. If that's what you want to do. Are you telling me so I'm forced to tell the rest of them?
I think so. Perhaps if you have any further questions about things, I mean, there's a new source of information, but you will know where to find me.
Thank you for your help
Absolutely.
so far.
Absolutely. I'm going to give you some of my spice for if a certain someone touches another glyph of sleeping again. Okay?
That would be wonderful, actually. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. And Mindu will wander off into the people, mingling and getting lost in the crowd. This is very clearly a very large community that loves and endears one another, wrapped up in one another. Dee Dee is now wrapped up in teasing and almost like an aunt would, playing with the small boy. You could probably gauge that this is Silas based off of the conversation that had happened earlier.
Mm-hmm.
So feral.
Not right now. But TikTok, do you take the plate of food to Percy?
By this point, there is 2 plates. Ylvanna's carrying both of them, by the way, and a big old cup of mixed drinks.
Oh no.
And it's walking back to
Oh.
Percival.
They have the goddamn refill of both. You help yourself.
Oh my god.
Yeah, it's like when you go to like a restaurant and it's got like a bunch of freestyle machines. You're getting one of every flavor.
You get like out or something, and they give you an empty cup and point to the machine.
Yep.
Yes.
Okay. And Tavrick.
It's like, Percival.
I just need to know where Tavrick is right now.
I don't even know if Tavrick got dragged with us. I didn't see.
He's
been
been muted.
stuck under TikTok for the past hour.
Oh, use your arrow key.
I can't move it. The GM can only move it.
That
Yeah,
should
no, you
not.
can move yourself. When you select your character, Paladin, you have to use your arrow keys to move your body.
No, I can't. Oh wait, what the fuck? I've been trying to drag my. Oh my god, I'm actually.
Don't
angry.
drag arrow keys.
Tavrick, there you are.
A 3-foot-tall robot hit a massive half-orc.
I like to picture I was just inside TikTok like a fucked up flesh suit. I'm pushing against this air tunnel. I was like, God, kill me!
It's FNAF.
like some FNAF shit.
You're in my interdimensional capsule that's stored inside my chest cavity.
Ugh.
God.
Well then.
I am a Dalek.
Tavrick, what are you doing?
I don't.
Because this is a
know,
buffet
man.
of fucking food. There's people celebrate, like they're just talking, having fun, singing songs, eating food. Like,
You can go play with the redhead.
Wait, hey, you said they're playing songs?
Yeah.
No, Redhead's taken. It's fine.
did you ask if she's Polly?
No.
Hi, we
It's
just
fine.
met. How do you feel about
Yeah.
Polly?
Yeah. Sure,
How do you feel about multiple partners?
I'll sure that go over real fucking well.
Scientific question.
Man,
Asking for a
Tavrick
friend.
it'd be quite the character shift if he just goes, yeah, I know that you seem to have a partner and
Yeah,
child, but
exactly.
like, what about like, have you
Down
thought
to
about
fuck?
orcs?
I mean, you mean?
Down to
I
Hmm.
will. Is there this question, DM? Is there clear open space?
So
I mean, yeah.
Like in this hall. Okay. Tavrick, once Vaiks is up against the rail, is going to walk over to Vaiks. And he will tap them on the shoulder. I believe I owe you a dance, and he'll hold out his hand.
Oh my god.
He will
Or at least-
actually make a tiny laugh.
Say, well, I do owe teaching you to dance. So,
Oh, wonderful. What could possibly go wrong?
Roll performance with advantage.
With advantage? Alright, let's go. Come
Damn
on,
it.
dice. Don't you fail me
What?
now, you motherfuckers.
What?
Because
What are
you
my
walked
marks?
up confident, not nervous.
Mm.
All right.
Eat shit, eat shit.
Yeah, show 20, let's fucking go!
Let's fucking go. Okay, I have a
Okay,
flat.
Supportive.
okay.
I have a flat roll.
We're such
On
supportive
performance.
friends.
This is also more
how
like
the
a.
tables have turned.
This-
I rolled a 2.
The difference is
She
also
is-
the difference is also ballroom versus jig. This is a fucking jig.
Yeah,
with
she's-
it.
I rolled a 2. She is obviously elsewhere,
But
thought wise.
Tavrick performed so well that he is able to just help you follow along, so that you don't at least fall on your face. So.
Yep.
And you don't
Yep,
trip
yep.
him up. This is actually the kind of music that sings to him, per se.
The universe.
Yeah, it is now. The tables have turned.
I'm happy. Okay. I am going to do I sense that Vaiks may not be fully paying attention?
Oh, absolutely.
Swoon.
I mean, she was
At
lost
one-
in thought when you walked up, so.
I think at one point during the dance, maybe during like a slower part of the song, we'll be like, "Come on, Vaiks, just a little bit. Have some fun. We're safe here." Just to try to pull her out of the headspace she may be in.
Ooh, interesting.
Persuasion.
Live in the moment. have a
Persuasion,
little
because I
fun.
don't think Vikes knows what fun is.
Persuasion. Okay. 15.
What is fun?
14 plus 1. So I got flat 15.
F is your friend to just no.
She will certainly try. She does seem a little out of her element, and by a little I mean a lot.
Mm-hmm.
She's sitting here like, this is not what I know at all. She does try her best to like work with him here. She doesn't really fully relax, but she tries. She tries her best.
Mm-hmm.
I think honestly she would step on his feet like 2 or 3 times.
Mm-hmm. He probably wouldn't notice much.
Excellent.
Okay.
He's
Now-
having fun. He's having too much fun to really notice.
Good. And at that point, we'll go back to TikTok with his mystery drink for fucking Percival.
Oh, God.
And his copious plate of
Because I would like to make a little more progress tonight. So this will pretty much be wrapping up dinner.
yeah.
All right, TikTok.
Percival, look what Ylvanna and I have discovered. There was a variety of different foods that was for the taking, and I have acquired a sample of each individual food item and beverage available at this establishment.
With a smug look, I just put both plates down and just push them both towards Percival.
How?
And I put the big ol' stein on right there that I've been carrying with
All
both hands.
He selected these all for you.
Perhaps if you
Right.
sample each food item, you are able to replicate, and we will have a variety of different dishes throughout the course of our journey.
You put so much thought and effort into it.
Uh-huh.
The
Just,
little
like, grinning.
the little fearbug boy that was next to Dee Dee earlier pops out from under the table next to Percival and goes, "I triple dog dare you to drink it."
There's no doubt I'm not drinking.
He
But I
will.
also need to teach certain someones A, what happens when you mix random ingredients, and B, a very valuable lesson as he stares right up at Ylvanna.
Hey, TikTok. Roll me for
Hey,
luck.
God.
Roll me. You can either roll
Luck?
a D20 or a D100.
Oh.
Also, is no one gonna? No one gonna? Just gonna ignore Silas?
Do you say anything,
Okay.
Ylvanna?
I need my phone. Phone.
Hello.
I have
Hello
to take
there,
a photo of
Silas.
this.
You gotta take a photo. Oh no, please say it.
You get a nat 20 or 100.
No.
A
A
one.
99.
Yes.
That's even better.
Oh, yes. Beautiful. I love this.
A 99.
T100.
Percy,
Mhm.
wait, are you holding the stein basically up towards
It's-
Percy?
Yeah, essentially it's like, when like a little kid's bringing like the drink, it's like, here, I got this for you.
Percy? Percy. It smells amazing.
Oh.
This fucking drink smells amazing.
After he says his piece and glares at Ylvanna, he takes a swig.
And then he keels over and dies, and that is Percival. Congratulations, everyone.
I need you to make me a wisdom saving throw.
Oh,
The 1%.
Me?
You got
Yeah,
this.
you.
Oh.
Who else?
Oh. What's a
That
10
didn't
sound like?
Sounds like on impulse you drink the entirety of the stein.
Oh, impulse. Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's all it was. But it's fun to watch all of you get nervous anytime I'm like, wisdom saving throw.
Is there gonna be a con save for how drunk off his ass Percy's gonna get?
No. Because you'll seem to notice that none of these people seem intoxicated. This is just genuine
My
merriment.
kind of people.
They are.
Hell for you.
Huh?
No alcohol?
Smile?
He's smarted.
Silas looks at TikTok and says, "What'd you put in it? What'd you put in it?"
Everything.
Everything. Man, that's got to be a hell of a sweet
Everything.
drink.
I believe that analysis is accurate. Based off the conversations that everybody at the dinner tables, this would be a fine beverage for us on our journey.
Well, I mean, you're not wrong. Dee Dee chimed in from across the table.
Of course, I am not wrong. I am TikTok.
No, TikTok. That's not what she meant. She knows your TikTok.
Well, I do believe the moon is rising, so if you guys feel like you are almost done eating, we can gather the others and get ready to take a bit of a hike.
Luthien.
like a
Percival has 2 full plates he has to finish first.
They'll help him on his journey.
So sweet. I think I'm just gonna need a
You
second.
wouldn't want to deny TikTok's hard work gathering you food now, would you?
He can
I
eat
would
and
never
walk,
want-
can't he?
Exactly.
Eat and walk.
Well, come along then. Eat and walk.
Luthien just shakes her head as she gets up and begins to go outside, and she kind of shoots Silas a very amused smirk.
There's no spell I can use to get rid of this.
And you notice another sort of ashy and green Furbolg scoop him up and then start to follow Dee with him.
Mm-hmm.
Ylvanna, you've met her before.
Yes, I have.
All right. As Dee goes to where Vaiks and Tavrick are dancing and says, "The moon's rising. I think it's about time we head out and hit the trail before we lose that light to a storm."
At instant speed, Vaiks will cease. Like step back and be like, "Great."
As that happens, it was just before Tavrick was about to go down with a big dip, but it was like,
I was about to say,
okay.
like, Tavrick goes to dip Vaiks, and then next thing you
Like-
know, Vaiks is standing up straight, and he's just like, what? He's holding nothing.
Yeah, she is like extricated herself from the situation immediately.
I like to think Mike has just been like spun and thrown around by Tavrick so much her hair is a bit of a mess.
Yeah, she's like frantically like she is vaguely dizzy. And she's like, you know that look on people's faces when they're dizzy and trying to not look dizzy?
Yep.
Yeah. Her feet are just like planted, like, great, that's we'll get right on it.
Real quick, DM. The Sovereign. As Luthien goes outside, I would like to roll Arcana to see if she can tell what path of magic they were going to be following under the moon. Are there runes on the trees?
Sweetheart, you haven't gotten anywhere close enough to a path to get anywhere yet.
The moon. Oh, sorry.
So
I am excited. I have been holding on to
I
this
know.
for 10 episodes.
In this moment, I'm going to ask you to restrain yourself from rolling any further and to simply follow unless asked otherwise.
Okay, perfect.
As your guides are going to guide all of you around the tree. All right, bring it close. We're going to go around the tree. Oh, never get in here.
Don't forget that you remuted yourself.
You're going to go
Where
around.
am I supposed to go?
I got you.
It's all right.
Okay.
We're group huddle.
Group huddle. She's taking you through a path through a bunch of residences where folks are starting to head to bed and settle down for the evening. She's sort of like playing tag with Silas as they go, being silly. Do any of you ask the other person her name or ask anything as you're walking, or Ylvanna, do you say anything at all?
I'm probably just doing like little chatter with her.
Oh yeah.
I've met them. So, just small chatter as we walk.
She's too distracted by the 2 massive mountains of food he's carrying with him at the moment.
And he better be eating it all, or else his sad robot child will be sad. He worked hard for it.
Luthien would be attempting to get to know this other person, introduce herself, that sort of a thing.
I'm sure you'll hear at this point with Ylvanna making conversation. Ylvanna calls her Willow every now and then while speaking. This is Silas's mother. And She seems very close with Dee Dee.
Mm-hmm.
But as you guys approach the northern gates, Willow will actually pause and look at the rest of you and say, this is where I'll actually ask that you guys don't pull out any weapons, because you might startle away some of the creatures or close the path on accident.
Close the path.
Of course.
You'll see what I mean when we actually get there.
I didn't ask how big the path was. I said I cast
Shut
fireball.
If my weapons are away, I don't got any.
You Percy basically don't got no weapons on him, so he's good.
Well, she's just asking that you
They're all
guys keep
tucked
them put
away.
away.
I put my hands in my pocket.
You pat TikTok's head.
Dee
Hey, Miss
Dee's.
Sovereign.
Yes.
I sent 2 things.
Paladin, I hate how I can hear that gif over and over and over again.
That's why when I like when I heard the moon, I thought I was muted and I tismed a little bit. I was like, the moon. I was like, wait, I'm not muted. I'm sorry.
I heard that.
The one time you want to be muted.
No, I'm sorry.
Thank you.
You did good. Beautiful. Nice job not falling on your ass.
I wanted to say that, but we moved on too quick.
Oh my god.
Tav would just give it a deadpan stare and be like, huh?
So the further you guys get from the residential areas and the rest of the buildings and the tree that all seem to start to sort of have a bit of a glow as a couple of plants kick into, we'll call it night mode with a bioluminescence. As you pass through the northern gate after Willow's warning, essentially, like, hey, don't whip out weapons, you'll accidentally close the path. I will simply describe for you, because I do not have the map at this time, as about a mile outside of those gates. It's almost as if the trees themselves are like more alive than usual, and there are glowing blossoms on many of them that are lifted up as if to follow the moon, creating a path through this forest towards the coast. And that is actually where we will end session.
Wow.
The moon! Sorry.
I swear to God.
Every
Well,
time
sure,
I hear
this
it, I
time
do
around.
it. Well, probably because the next part we're going to get into might be a little longer.
Or
I mean, from that laugh.
Hey,
It's
Honor, I actually need to borrow you for a minute.
Yep, there it is.
Make decisions. Yay!
There it is.
Wait, Honor and who?
Have fun.
Honor.
Airing, Honor, just Honor.
I will be right back.
I gotta
Have
make
fun in
some
the wood.
decisions real quick.
Yeah, you do. Because I warned you that it would depend on how this session went.
You said 2 to 4.
Yeah.
Oh, wait. Vaiks, you wouldn't kill me, would you?
Been 1.
Bye, Honor.
Hey. I didn't say 2 in between. I said 2 to 4 sessions.
I've been deceived.
So, you have a very important decision to make before the second half of next session.
I think I have decided.
Someone's case is a little more compelling than you thought it would be, isn't it?
I mean, it was going to be compelling anyway. It's just more like we've put work in.
Yeah, we have.
We've put some work in, so maybe we'll see it through. However, would it?
Hey man, that's if the reason I halfway through the next session is the earliest time that it would pop up. That's the earliest time. And that really depends on getting past a certain trial.
Okay.
Because what else will a
Now,
protected domain be without a trial?
of course. Now I have a question as a player.
Yes?
We discussed a certain something with Vaiks.
Mhm.
We already kind of determined that if in the same room, one of them's not making it out alive.
Uh-huh.
Do we want to keep running with that? Because I'm totally okay with continuing to run with that. Because I feel like we might. There's been a little too much freedom here.
Yeah. There has.
A little too many thought crimes, you know?
Uh-huh.
So I'm totally okay with continuing with that.
See, now the thing is it doesn't even have to be that Vaiks kills her, by the way.
Mm-hmm.
Especially with the person who's taking you there to a place that's not supposed to have anybody in it.
True.
So.
Anyway, yeah, it's just one of those that I feel it would make sense that part of reprogramming would include tying loose ends automatically.
Yeah.
Because they are MIA.
Uh-huh.
Who were never confirmed, so you know?
Yep.
Anyway.
Okay.
I am totally okay with that. And if you can tell me which sheet to roll upon that day, you can have the other.
Okay.
And we'll see how it goes.
Okay.
Anyway, I'm excited.
Odd
I'm
or
really
even?
excited. No. Odd or even? Even.
Okay. Then you will be, when discovered, a 1 Sorelli fleet. And I will take control of Vaiks.
Would you like me to send her original character sheet then?
Yes.
Wonderful. I sure will. Because oh shit, that does make sense though. That she got nerfed when sent out?
Yep.
Fuck.
Yep.
That does make sense. Cause don't be suspicious. Don't be suspicious. Anyway, okay. So I am very excited. Our chats are probably very confused, but it's gonna be so good. In 2 weeks.
In 2 weeks. In 2 weeks, there will be combat, and the players will not know until we get there.
This has been in the making for, I want you guys to know, this has been in the making for 10 sessions. 11 sessions.
In fact, I'm going to make a note for them to stop listening when I say that it's the end of session.
No, not all of chat. If you watched that one shot, you will be far less confused. But if you didn't, we done, right? Yes.
Yeah. Okay, well, let's go say goodnight to the rest of these kids then, and then we can talk further if you would like.
Yeah.
Right by now.
Sorry, Honor.
Hi.
So,
Hi.
I make a note for those who like to watch the VODs back. When I say this is the end of session, you are not allowed to listen beyond that point.
Okay, so we were done. Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
we were done. We are legitimately done.
Okay. Because I
Ended
got
an
to
hour early.
So.
Yeah, you
Oh,
go.
boy.
You go take care of
Go get
what you have
ways.
to do.
We had to
Oh.
clarify some things in case we are unable to talk in the next 2 weeks.
No, that's fair. We literally were just going on about how we're ending it this early. Okay.
For reasons,
Right,
for legitimate
Yeah.
reasons, because I know what's next and you do not.
Yeah, that's
I feel
fair.
like the next
You
session's
know,
gonna take a minute.
In
I was
fact,
worried.
in fact, I would like to potentially see if everybody can start early for next session. I know that's a tough part.
Ooh,
Yeah.
I try.
I know that I
mm.
probably
Okay.
Are we-
can. They've switched me back to nights temporarily because of bullshit at work. So
Are we one?
I'm
Like
good
how
to go
early?
both early and late.
An hour
how-
or two.
So
Like
Why am I
5
saying
or
this? It really will
5:30 to 6.
Yeah, 5 or 6
It
if
really depends
possible.
on you. Wait, so an hour or two?
Yeah, an hour or two would be the best.
If we can fit 2, I'm sure that's probably the ideal. If it's just the 1, that is acceptable.
So 10
And-
a.m.
Yeah. So sorry, Nat.
No, it's
Do
fine.
we also want to pre-write our recaps from this session and just kind of have them going across as like a slideshow?
Yes.
During the get ready screen so that we can skip and get right into session.
The
Yeah.
other secondary thing we could do is do a dragon recap
Or
and
you
record it.
can give me all of your recaps and we will do a DM recap because we haven't had one of those in a while.
We can do
Mine's
that,
gonna
yeah.
be 3 bullet points.
Right, but you're gonna have to sound just like TikTok to sell my recaps.
No, it'll be a
Oh,
storyteller's recap.
Tea trauma party. There we go.
Yeah,
trauma.
We usually take like 45 minutes to do recaps.
Yeah, which is not happening next time.
Yeah.
We'll have to give Paladin a heads up.
Sounds like
'Cause the
next
whole-
session's gonna be pretty big.
I also
I'm
like
going
how
to write a redacted report.
we have literally like the opposite effect. Like for me, it's like I can stay up as late as I want because it's like opposite side of the world, the time zones, all that shit. If we start early, like it would be better for you guys, but it's like fuck, what time do I have to wake up in the morning?
Wake
Yeah.
up
For me, it's
in
like
the
what time do I have
morning.
to wake up, and for you guys, it's what time do we have to be in bed by?
Yeah, I just know
There
that
is a dang good time to
everybody.
miss a one shot.
Yeah, it is. It is very much, very, very, very sad to miss a one shot. Because I had a lot of information.
That was a
Dude,
surprisingly
as soon as I
incredibly
heard the
important one
names,
shot.
as soon as I heard the names, I'm like, yeah, I know those guys.
If you guys had
You hear the name.
Still have my notes.
if you guys would have inquired further, you'll probably meet them on the way back. But there was also a wallaby descendant as well.
Yeah. Well, listen, I rolled a natural 1 on my history check, so I wasn't going to be able to infer shit.
I was walking with TikTok.
His name is Baynor. Wallaby.
Aw.
Baynor.
Do I still have her character sheet?
I know I still got his. I don't know how the fuck he got kids, though.
I have it. Hey, nobody knew that. I mean, we didn't say that it was his descendant directly. It's a wallaby descendant, buddy.
That's true.
Wait, so where's my rage claw?
Oh God.
Where are the lizard folk? That's probably. Where are we?
Got a lot of
There's
finding to
my-
do. That's a lot of territory to explore there, buddy.
There's my
This is,
magical.
Have you viewed the world map? Have you actually like?
Oh no, I viewed it.
This is a place to
the highlighted spell of my my
we
bit
have
of the
currently
campaign.
only if there was a percentage of explored map, we have
Highlighted.
currently only explored maybe 5%.
Yep.
We've got 5% exploration in this certain area, so you know.
Mm-hmm. We have
gotta get that up
about
to
70%.
100%.
Wait, you got about 70% exploration in Upper Orblin.
Oh god. I gotta up that to 100.
Ari, I did have a question.
Yeah.
In Luthien's interactions with some of the Eladrin, did she get any information about like her parents when they were younger, or hear them mentioned, or
Nope.
anything like that? Is she... Okay.
Nope.
Speaking of exploration, where's the last 1% I'm gonna fucking riot.
Not from the
Ooh.
Eladrin who are there.
I would say, who
Okay.
seemed to, besides the person, seemed to recognize Luthien?
Mhm.
Or like
That's
show
true.
recognition?
Not
Like,
many
just
of them.
number-wise.
Next to none.
Not many?
Mm-mm. It seems to
Interesting,
mostly be
okay.
Allura, and you could guess technically Dee Dee. But Dee Dee seemed to recognize everybody, supposedly.
Yeah.
You know?
Mhm.
She did
I don't know
not
if it was
approach
said,
anyone
but-
like a stranger.
I don't know if it was said, but was D-Day and Eladrin? I don't know if I heard that part.
Yes.
Yep.
Okay,
Yep.
They appear Eladrin, yes.
got it.
They appear a very, very fiery summer Eladrin
That's another Luthien sister.
with red eyes.
Mm-hmm. Who addressed me by first name.
Mm-hmm.
Oh lord.
Anywho, that was a great session. Where are we going, Ellie?
Thanks.
It has been a long time since I rolled a D20.
Welcome back, buddy.
I was gonna say same, but I was literally rolling D20 this week.
Do we want Dungeons and Dragons or
Oh yeah, you're so live.
Flare Obscure Expedition 33 or
Forgot about that.
Withering Waves or Oblivion Remake?
You just reminded me of what game I should play next.
Withering Waves?
Yep. Loading it up now.
Oh goodness! I just scrolled down and I see a Spider-Verse D&D campaign.
Oh my god! Wait, I think I've
Because
seen
I
that one
have
too.
someone else who is technically a friend, who is live. I have an acquaintance who is also live with Dungeons and Dragons, and Wooba.
Let's
And
go do that. Let's go there then.
I was about to say I can give you a love in deep space stream.
oh my fucking god!
How the hells do you stream, lads? Frankly,
I don't know, but I'm gonna
Emulators.
check it out. Yeah, probably
well, it's more
emulators
like
and
there's
stuff.
only so much content.
Unless this man has just got his phone.
Like, there's really not that much content in the game.
Yeah,
I
but
wonder
they're
which
still coming
character
out
he
with more
likes.
content.
Yeah.
He's a Silas
I know.
boy. Got it.
He's
I
silence
mean,
boy.
Don't forget
fair.
to follow our players.
I load in, and the first thing I see on his stream is Silas. Just old Silas. And I'm like, you know what? Fair enough. Have a nice day.
Yep.
We are going to Fantasy Fae Cafe. They are DMing, and this is their second session.
Awesome.
Beautiful. All right. Let's go and give them a very, very warm welcome. And I'm loving the sprites. I hope you guys do too.